We killer. Beats in the hood.
It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this Drink Champs Yappy Hour. Make some noise! Now, me and EFN, when we started this show, we said we wanted to give it to legends. We wanted to give it to people who have put it in their time, who have put it in their work. This brother right here, I can mentally say that if I say that nothing won't crack you, I feel like, a picture of him pops up and nothing won't crack you. This brother has faced, diversity. This brother has been through it all, from being from poverty to doing 20 years in jail. And I've known plenty of people who've done 20 years in jail. I know plenty of people who've done 30 years in jail, but no one has had a positive output, a positive look on life like this brother here. I used to wake up in the morning, look at his Instagram and be like, why is he outside in the rain? He's going to catch pneumonia eventually. And I would call his cuz up and I'd be like, and he would tell me, nah, cuz it's the real deal. I met him a couple of times before that. He did his time, but him coming home has been a pure inspiration to not only me, to I know people in this room, to I know people all over the world. This man is really the definition of you can't stop, won't stop. My man, motherfucker, Wallo.
Let's get it, baby.
And I want to state to right to that fact real quick, right? A lot of people that I know in the industry, right? They have an act, right? So which is not saying bad, because even Batman had an act, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne was his actor, or maybe Batman was the actor, right? So the one thing about you is I've never seen you like change to this other person. Like, you are who you are on camera, off camera, but a lot of people are not like that. Mm-hmm. So how did you develop that type of mentality?
I was always me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I knew, growing up around the way, I was always funny.
Right.
I was already always down to do some goofy shit. Mm-hmm. And I was cool with that. Whether you laugh at me, whether you laugh with me, it didn't matter to me. It was just like, but I was always battling with in the hood. You be battling with, who am I?
Right.
That's some shit. Like, nobody want to, because, I think all of us think we the first dudes that did some street shit. Mm-hmm. We not following nobody. Mm-hmm. So you be battling with it. But I always knew, they knew Wallo around the way. He was always energy, man. Mm-hmm. He was always hype, jumping over a car, doing some doing some crazy shit, making people laugh. And it just always been me. Like, everybody that know me from back in the day, like, Wally always been like that. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker been crazy, hyped up, ready to catch a case for nothing, always in and out of jail. Mm-hmm. I just was always energized, but a lot of times my energy was towards some dumb shit, the street culture. Right. And I was able to go through all the shit I had to go through in order to transfer the energy, and I just kept being me. And so, it's hard as shit to be somebody else.
Right.
That's hard.
Damn, I understand what you're trying to say. Okay.
There's no facade.
It's easier to be you, yeah.
Right. No, it's hard. Yeah. Like it's hard. Like, you got to think about it. It's hard as shit to be tough.
Right.
Because what happened when a motherfucker catch you and you ain't got your tough mask on?
Right.
You chilling with you just chilling. Because you really ain't tough.
Right.
See, me is like, damn, I ain't trying to be tough, so you ain't gonna never catch me trying to be tough, But think about the dudes that just try to be tough, and you like, damn, dog, you really a pussy.
No, I ain't gonna lie. There's two things that I seen recently about you. One is your wave gear. When you go out to catch the waves.
Yeah.
You look very suspect.
Yeah, but that's cool.
and you on the bike. You on the bike,
Yeah.
yo. You was super viral the other day.
No, because listen,
did y'all see this picture?
No, I'm just saying.
Yo, you have no shame.
Put the picture on the screen.
That about
put
you.
the picture on the screen.
Yeah,
no, you know what happened. You know what happened.
You was drinking that purr.
Yeah,
drinking that purr.
always.
Come on, give me a bottle.
Drinks,
yeah.
Listen,
You were drinking that purr.
Cracking it down.
What's that called? The One Piece.
Don't drip no Beijing on the juice.
Okay.
You got Beijing in this shit. I'm gonna get to that shit. That shit.
But tell them about the bike ride. Yeah.
Listen, so you know what's crazy is this is what's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And I realized something. Mm-hmm. I realized that we take extreme risks in the ghetto.
Right.
We'll run down the block, shoot somebody, do this crazy shit, but we never take risk on living and just living life.
Living, that's a great
So my whole thing is like, I'm just living life the best way. I don't care if you like it or you don't. I'm just trying to share my experience to show people from our environment, like, you know it's another side of life, right? You know it's the world outside the ghetto, right? You know people just live and just have fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, if you see me with my kid on, you like, man, Wallo, he got some, is them MC Hammer bike? You know what I'm saying, you kid? Is them MC Hammer biker pants he got on? Let's get it and stuff. Actually, they is. Like, because Gil said, yo, cuz, you know you got bikers on. I said, I never thought about that. But then you don't understand, the pants that I got on is a cushion in them for the seat.
Yeah.
So I'm just, oh, my fault. I don't put, like, it's a cushion. So when you sitting your ass down on the chair, it be soft. It's like a pillow with pants. So you got to have them for the rides and all that. So it's like, but no, I just don't give a fuck, man. And that's when I became free and when I stopped giving a fuck.
You know, I seen a quote, or I don't know if it was this a quote, or I seen somebody say, and I asked, or someone asked him, and it was like, yo, you know, how do you live life? And he says, you know, I try to live life like the day before I got out of jail. Because the day before you get out of jail, you think about everything you're doing. Because, like, when I look at your Instagram, I say, this motherfucker, when I see you on a surfboard and Gillie laughing at you, and you holding the surfboard, but you dead serious.
I'm dead serious.
And he dead serious laughing
I had a list of shit I wanted to do.
I could tell that was the list. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the list that you had when you was in jail? You say, I'm gonna come home on a surfboard.
Listen, I had all this shit. So
what's some of the list?
I jump out of a plane. So I called Gil one time. I said, yo, man, this was my 43rd. It was like my 42nd or 43rd birthday. I got up that morning. I went to the spot. I went to the joint in Jersey. I looked it up on it because I'm a vicious search. Found it. Bet I'm going here. I called, y'all open today? Yeah, we open. Come down. So I go into this joint. Jump out of a plane. They take you to this room to say, listen, if you die, you die. It's a possibility you might die.
You sign a waiver.
So if you die, I sign the waiver.
So you got to sign the homeboy behind you, because he behind you, right?
Listen, I'm gonna give you the game on that.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I put the joint on. So I'm like, I called Gil. I'm like, yo, cuz, come down. Where you at? He said, where you at? I said, I'm ready to jump out of the plane. He said, man, get the fuck out. So I FaceTime. He said, you's a nut ass nigga. What is you doing? I said, listen, I call you when I'm done. You got to try this shit. So we get on this plane. I got the harness on. The plane's shaking like a leaf in the air. So we look.
But the two doors are open, right? The plane.
And those small planes.
So it's this dude, this white guy, he clamped me to the bay, like he's in back of me. Clip. He get in back of me. I don't know if I was supposed to say pause right there. All right.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that because I don't think I need to say that. So he like this. So the whole time, I don't he like. So we standing near the door. I'm like, because I'm right near the door. So I'm like, I don't know if I'll go first. So it's this dude with a camera on his joint, because I paid for the joint, so you get the camera.
Oh, yeah.
So
he just jumped out of there like it was nothing.
Because he got to film you.
He just jumped out like it was just regular. I'm like, damn, he crazy. So the one guy like, all right, buddy, you ready? He start rocking. I'm like, come on, man, what we rocking for? What's going on? He rocking like, you ready? I'm like, oh, shit. So he go to the door, and he like, I'm going to count to 3. He said 1, 2, and next thing you know, we in the air. So I'm like, this shit, wow, right? But it was great, because this is something I wrote on my list. Like, think about this.
Okay. Now, you actually had a list?
Yeah, I got a list.
Okay.
I jumped out of a plane. I went surfing.
Did you still have
I'm a cyclist now.
You still have
it's somewhere in the book of life somewhere.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I went surfing. Did that. What else I did? I did a lot of shit.
Don't tell me you went to
I got on the bull. I did the bull riding joint.
The bull in Spain?
No,
the mechanical?
The mechanical joint.
Oh, come on.
But it don't matter. I did that shit.
You know what? It don't matter.
I did that shit.
You know what?
I did that.
You know what? You were all correct.
I went to every city. I had a list. Every city I wanted to go in America. I've been to every city I wanted to go to, because a lot of people talk about traveling the country, and I couldn't at the time because I was on parole. But then I called my PO one day. She's like, yeah, you got your passport. You can go. So I started going out the country. But I went to every city in America, because I said the average person don't even leave the hood. So I'm gonna just go to every city: Denver, Salt Lake, Portland, everywhere. I went everywhere, Seattle. So I was just like, so I did a lot of stuff that was on the list that people probably don't want to do. So I said, oh, fuck it. I just want to live life and be like, I did everything I want to do. So whenever I expire, I'm like, damn, I'm cool.
But let me ask you, right? Because you coming home, was your intentions to be a motivational speaker? Or
I was that in jail. I used to always motivate people in the corner. We used to do some dumb shit. We was always motivated. Right. Come on, man, I got the spot. Let's go. Right. I'm the boy that come through. I'll come right through. Yo, N.O.R.E, listen, man, I got a sweet joint. Come on, we out. Next thing, yeah, it's that. It don't be like that. But you know, I got to admit, because I don't want to go by myself. Right. So I was already motivating people to do dumb shit. But when I was in jail, I was a part of this group called Real Street Talk. It was OGs. So when people would come to prison, all the people that's coming through, they'd talk to them about prison life and why go back out there, because a lot of these dudes wasn't going home. And shout out to them, Real Street Talk, greatest full prison. Right. It's the largest prison in Pennsylvania, mostly lifers. Wow. So I was a part of that. So when they come, we'd be talking to them, and I was coming from a young perspective talking. And so I already was talking. And it was this brother, rest in peace to him, his name John Griffin. He used to do security for Malcolm X back in the day. He was from Top of the Clock, Masjid number 12, Philadelphia, Nation of Islam. And he was a couple cells down from me. And one time we came from Real Street Talk, and he was like, come here, Neff. I go in the cell, sit there, talk to him. He said, listen, man, I don't know what it is, Neff, but I heard a lot of people speak, and you connect with me, and I'm an old head. Right. You know what I mean? He an older dude. He probably was like in 67. He was like, any young boys, man, you got something, man. Go out there and do something with it. Right. Now I'm talking to a dude that used to do security for Malcolm and shit. I'm like, man, that's deep. Right. But I ain't really, so I just got home. When I got home, I just started on my Instagram, just going in from my grandma's middle room. I'm just giving it to her.
How quickly did you start doing that?
As soon as I got out. I'm talking about the same week. I just start going in.
I heard that you were blogging a little bit in jail.
Yeah, I had the phone, but I couldn't really do too many videos, because that's before Graham really had videos. Okay. And I didn't want to do a video in drawer, because it ain't like now where everybody got a cell phone. No, they had to crash me down.
I was speaking to niggas straight up.
That's what I'm saying. They had to crash me down. But that's why I started my page, Wallo267, on Instagram. I mean, in jail, and the 267 came from my prison number, DG2670. Because somebody had Wallo on Instagram already. So I had to go with the 2670, because I'm thinking about where I come from and where I ain't going back to when I get out. So that's where 267 come from. A lot of people think, oh, this is Philly air code. It wasn't air code.
That was 267.
No, that wasn't air code when I went to jail, man.
Oh, that's deep. Okay.
It was 215.
215, exactly.
It was always 215.
Yeah.
So I come home, I'm just doing the videos, man.
All right.
I'm doing the videos, and I'm just going in every day. I remember one time, somebody called Gil. I'm in the crib with him. We tripping. He was on speaker. He's like, what's up with your cousin, man? That nigga crazy, man. Is he all right? Damn, man, they say Wallo was on some meds or some shit upstate. I'm like, damn, cuz, I ain't even know I was on meds. I was like, damn, that's new to me. But he just, because...
Oh, this is someone calling Gil.
Yeah, calling Gil. He like, damn, man, he tripping, right? So I'm like, it's whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, in the hood, you get criticized for doing anything that's not dumb shit. Right. If you decide to do anything that's not dumb shit in the hood, you corny, you a lame, you a sucker. Right. But I'm trying to figure out the corny lames and sucker. Every time we come home from jail, they got their house, they got their pension, they done went and traveled the world, put kids through college.
The corny guys you talking
about. The corny guys did all that. Yeah. But all the real niggas come home, holding the block down. What's up, man? Ain't nobody here no more, man. Take that dumb shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just deep, though. It's deep, Now,
I want to get this rumor out the way.
Go ahead, get it out the way.
You think Gillie really wrote for Lil Wayne?
Without a doubt.
For sure.
Because I wrote for Gil. No, I'm just telling you, I wrote some shit. I used to be on the phone. Listen, I sent him the raps.
We don't know how serious he's being.
That's what's beauty. I don't definitively know if you playing it. I can't.
Yeah, no. Listen. I wrote for him. Right. I used to send him shit in the mail. Be like, listen, and get on the phone so I give him the cadence. You know what I mean? Just how you say it, cuz. Boom, boom. He like, all right, bet. All right. He like, so that's I wrote for him, but I believe so, but I wasn't there. I don't know. Right. But he told me, I said, yo, man, because I used to be talking shit. Nigga, you ain't right for Wayne, nigga. You bum-ass rapper. Because I think I'm Gil's worst critic. Because, back in the day, when I first started taking Gil to the studio, he signed a management deal. I was his manager, the label, and all that shit. And he burnt me.
Oh, shit.
He was signed to me. He didn't want to rap. He was playing basketball. I put that motherfucker in a vicious deal. He didn't want to rap. But, whatever the case may be.
You gave him 360 before 360?
What? I've been to 360, nigga. You remember back in the day, dudes had talking about the 360 waves? That was me.
Oh, wait, he was signed to you?
Yeah. Signed to me.
So when did Major Figgas come involved?
So what happened is...
And then let's name the people in Major Figures. Who
you got Ab Lava, you got Dutchess Spade, you got Bianca, you got Rolex, you got Bump J. You had all them in there, my man. But originally, my man Rick Lowe, El De Niro. So what happened is, I'm writing raps in the basement. Me and my homeboy Dice Raw from the Roots. I know y'all probably remember Dice.
Yeah, I just feel like there's PCP in this story somewhere.
No, I never smoked no butt naked.
I'm talking about like just the group period.
No, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Cool, let's go.
So what happened is...
Where did you go?
I don't know, it just felt like PCP was coming up.
Gil got naked a couple times.
Oh, shit.
But listen, so what happened was, we in the basement, and I'm writing names down, Major Coin, Major Figures, and Dice was like, yo, you should go with that Major Figures joint. So I tell Gil, I said, listen, this is what we doing. Major Figures. We going up to my man Peanut's studio, shout out to Peanut. Dice like, they gonna hook you up with free studio time, and we just going in there sampling shit and rapping and shit. And that's how it started. You know what I'm saying? Spade was my man. Spade taught me how to rap. He taught me how to write raps. You know what I mean? Spade, Spade. Because I used to be a
just came home. He's been home a while.
Yeah, I used to be a hype up man in this group they had called Lyrical Tears. I was the hype man.
Right.
I used to go in there. I mean, you know how the hype was. You know, because everybody was a hype man. Pac was a hype man. So I could throw that out there, so y'all can see how great I am. But at the end of the day, that's how it started. You know.
So is it true that Jay was actually looking at Major Figures first?
I was in jail.
We talked about it with Gil.
I was in jail though. I was in jail for that.
So,
but I heard they all went up there. I heard Beans went up there. I don't know.
Okay.
They say Beans because Beans and Gil and the Figures was all tight. So they went up there together.
Oh, no, I didn't know that part. Okay.
Yeah, they went up there together. That's what I heard. But I was in the joint. I don't know.
But they were separate entities though, right? They weren't like going there saying
I don't know. I know they was all messing with each other. They had the songs together and all that. So I don't know. I was in the slammer.
But you were a part of Major Figures. Okay.
I mean, shit, you said you just came up with the name.
But I went to the cooker. Wow. I wasn't home for that. I was home all the way at the beginning, the foundation of the shit.
Okay. So do you believe that, because that's the rumor, I'm sure you heard it too, that Jay tried to get with y'all, Major Figures, even though you were locked away. He, for some reason, he couldn't make that happen. And then that's how he went and got state property too. And that's what comes with these rumors of Jay hating on y'all.
Hating on who?
That's what Gillie said.
Oh, no. I don't know to the particulars because I wasn't there. I can't really speak to that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I know they went up there. That's all I know. I know all of them went up there.
Together.
That's all I heard. You know what I mean? Because somebody came to jail, was like, yo, man, I went up there. Like, you know, be somebody hanging around the vibes and just taking trips to New York. So I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right. Are you a fan of Jay?
Fuck yeah, that's Hov. We all the fans of Hov.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But me and Gil had different joints. Back in 1996, when Reasonable Doubt came up, I was a Hov boy in the car, and Gil was a Nas boy.
I seen how he acted when he seen Nas in the airport.
But we used to talk shit. We used to go back and forth.
Oh, you was the whole
I was a Hov boy. He was
from
Nas
Brooklyn.
boy.
He's from Queens.
No, fuck no. We was from North Philly. Let's get that right.
My bad.
Hey, look, we was from North Philly. Let's get that shit right.
He's about to claim you. My bad.
Like, hold up.
Go ahead.
So what happened was, so but Hov is Hov. Hov is great. He did great for our culture. He's a blueprint of what we can be, what's possible, and culture of now and tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Hov.
But all right, so I'm just asking this rumor, and then we're gonna move on. You don't believe that Jay was like blackballing. I believe that's the word, because that was. I'm
gonna tell you some real shit.
Yeah, listen.
But I can't speak.
And this is for people that's trying to get.
But blackballing who? Because people might not know what you're talking about.
I can't speak to Jay.
Okay.
I can't speak. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm in the prison. I called Gil. I seen him. I was hype as shit, man. I seen him on Sucker Free with what's the DJ?
MTV?
No, but what's the DJ? My man. I just seen him in London. Was it Cypher Sounds?
No.
Who had
Cypher Sounds was I think
Sucker Free? Yeah, I believe Cypher Sounds. Yeah. Wanted to be with David Chappelle. So I'm like, oh shit. Jews looking crazy. He was looking good on there. I'm like, damn, cuz. What the fuck? Why you ain't signed, nigga? I just see I'm telling everybody that'd be us. This, that, third, that's my artist, right? So on and so on, right? So on and so on. He said, man, cuz, man, it's crazy, man. I'm getting blackballed. He ain't say about who, but it's the time he was going through the shit with Wayne, right? So Pete.
Okay.
There's no bullshit. Since our journey, since I've been home, I finally believed him because I thought he was bullshitting all this time because we ran into certain people from different MTV, BET, Universal Records. Certain people was like, I remember when I got that call from such and such, and I'm like, that shit was real? You wasn't lying, nigga? I thought you bum ass. I thought you just was a bum rapper, cuz. Right. I didn't know, you know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? Almost there rapper. I didn't know, I thought you was bullshit. Nigga, like, I told you, nigga. So, I don't know personally, but I know shit can happen. You know what I'm saying? Shit can happen, I don't know.
Okay, so moving on. Whose idea was it to start a podcast? Was it you or Gillie, or was it just both of y'all?
Everything is always mutual. I don't really see just one person. I called him though, and I was like, yo, nigga. Because you gotta understand, N.O.R.E.
But who's more adamant? Like, cause like if you used to ask me at EFN, I would always say I'm with it, but he was more like pressure, and I don't want to say pressuring me, but he was more like, you know, let's move it forward. Yeah, try to move it forward.
See, all right. So in our situation, me and Gil got different departments that we play. I'm more of the administrative part. I'm gonna do the research. I'm the boy gonna come listen, cuz this is what it is. So I hit him up like 4 o'clock in the morning, like, yo, cuz. Read this fucking article, because me, I'm a vicious reader. I'm an article reader, audio book. I'm reading shit to get the all the information is hidden in the books and the data. All the information that you need, and that's why I'm able to get a lot of shit. So I'm like, hold up, Spotify allocate $400 million to podcasts in the first quarter of 2019. I'm like,
that's before the Joe Rogan deal.
I don't even know if Joe was there. He might have been. So I'm like, what the? I'm like, yo, no, Joe Rogan deal came after that.
Okay,
because I remember Joe Rogan. So listen. I say, damn. Now, everybody see you and they see Joe, right. But nobody know the science. I mean, nobody know the particular. Nobody understand it. Like with the podcast, y'all, Combat Jack, right. Taxstone, everybody, y'all like the
Cypher Sounds at Rosenberg.
Yeah, all of them. Shout out to them. So y'all we don't know nothing about that. Only thing I know is that they giving out all this fucking money. Right. So I said, hold up. I called him 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, get up. I kept calling him. He got up. Yo, what the fuck? But damn, what's up, cuz? You cool? Yeah, listen, read that article I just texted. Right. Read that fuck. Man, and I'm like, he gonna go back to sleep, so I'm gonna catch him later. And that motherfucker called me right back. Wow. He said, yo, we gotta crack the mics out, man. What the fuck is going on? They giving out this paper. Right. Next thing you know, it was on. We found a place to do it, started doing it, and it was up from there. We believe, because the first day we came out, we was under comedy, because we didn't know how to set the categories.
We were under comedy too.
Came out,
that's the cheat code.
And I never forgot, I was in Salt Lake City, because I'm the one that's paying attention to charts and all that. Dudes don't even know where the charts at. So, and you know what's crazy about it? I forget the brother that Tax put me with. Shout out to my man, MF Love, my man Mott, PNB Rock manager, rest in peace of PNB Rock. He connected me with Tax in jail. Tax had a blow in there. So me and Tax texting, and I asked him about the podcast shit one time, and Tax was like, this is what you do. You do this, you do this. So Tax
Tax was home.
No, he was not home.
No, he wasn't?
No, he was not home 2019. No, he wasn't. Tax was in the cooker.
I thought y'all started before.
No, because remember, Gillie came with Shaggy on the show, and they hadn't started yet.
April 2019.
You got it.
Tax was in the cooker.
Yeah, because we got Gillie on twice.
Shout out to Tax. So Tax like, no, this was, and I forget the brother. He said, get with him. I got with the brother. The brother gave me the whole game. And so I already knew that game. So when we went, we uploaded. We uploaded them in Salt Lake City. In 7 hours, we was number 4 in all categories and number 2 under Joe Rogan in comedy or some shit. Like in 7, I said, oh yeah, this, that. Because what I realized is that it's cool to start a podcast, but you really need an audience before the podcast.
Yeah.
Like everybody,
because you got to speak to your audience. That's what makes it dope.
And what we said was, we gonna do something different than N.O.R.E. and Joe. Joe wasn't doing no motherfucking guests. Right. He wasn't doing no guests. You was only dealing with the OGs, the legends. So we like, it ain't no space for the nephews. So I said, we gonna
smart.
Because what happened is, when people start podcasts, they even want to be a drink champ. They even want to be $1 million worth. They want to be a joke. They want to, instead of saying, let me go somewhere where nobody's operating it. Right. So we said, we're going to operate in a certain field that there's no platform from them, because they ain't got no, and that's what we did. We went straight. But first we said, we got to get us all first. So when we started doing, we took the first 6 months and we did all our own joints. About 6 months, we get calls from Spotify and everywhere. And then I remember, people just start hitting the Shaq like, man, I gotta come kick it with y'all. Kevin Durant like, yo, man, y'all niggas crazy. People just start coming. You know what I mean? They just start hitting us, and we just start getting people on after that. But we said we want to get established, and then we want to focus. As you see, we had all the youngins. We just want to bring the youngins through, get them a place to have a platform from them, because it wasn't one.
Right.
And that was the greatest thing we did.
Now, let's make some noise. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Now, you got two, I don't want to say not only famous, but it was like heartfelt, real moments. There's a third one as well. Where like everybody from the streets, everybody, whether they made it out, whether they're still in the streets or whether they're just dealing with it, when you had that conversation with Doug, and then you had a conversation with Dirk, and then you recently had one with Kodak. But I would like to break down each three of those.
And Pooh Shiesty.
And Pooh Shiesty, okay.
Shout out to Pooh. I just talked to his dad a week ago.
Because we had one, and I regretted to have this conversation, but
With Dolph?
With Dolph, I told Dolph, I was like, I actually asked him, I said, yo, you ever think about moving out your city? And he was like, nah, they love me in my city. And I was like, you know what? Most rappers fail in their own city. And I kind of like alluded to like, maybe like, you know, look for another place somewhere else, just, you know, to have. And his exact words were, or almost to the T, that shit like that could never happen to me in my city. That I can't tell you how much.
Bro.
Let me finish though. I can't tell you how much when they, because that moment that you had was the same moment I had, right? And I didn't want to be right.
Yeah, you never want to be right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't tell you how much I cried because I was like, damn, I actually warned the brother, but, you know, like, I respect him, and I know not to talk down on the young generation. I know to talk to them and not down, and sometimes not even above, just talk to them direct. So I was speaking to them direct, and I didn't want to be like, yo, you know what, young brother, like, but you did. You like cut deep. I believe the first one started with Dirk. So let's start with Dirk.
First one, Pooh Shiesty.
It was Pooh Shiesty? Okay.
Pooh Shiesty, King Vaughn.
Okay, King Vaughn was there?
We had King Vaughn join. King Vaughn died a week after our podcast.
Damn.
Wow.
We had King Vaughn, and in that same interview, rest in peace, King Vaughn and P&B Rock in that same interview. You've been to the base. You've been to that one, the oldest studio.
Oh, they all together.
If you look at the picture, rest in peace, you got King Vaughn, and this whole clip is a clip. It's King Vaughn, it's Gil, me, P&B Rock, and standing right next to him at the door was Cheese, Gil's son.
God bless.
Wow.
God bless. Oof.
So you gotta understand this.
So that was the first conversation with Pooh Shiesty?
No, Pooh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I look at it like this. N.O.R.E, you know, and I know. Anything can happen to you anywhere, because N.O.R.E N.O.R.E is from Miami, born and raised. This motherfucker live in Miami. He can walk in any restaurant. This is when you know you made it. He can walk in any restaurant, they gonna make him a plate, he can just do whatever. He can go stay in anybody's house, he can do whatever. He live in Miami. So for him to say that, he was that. And Dolph, rest in peace of Dolph. Dolph was one of the most smartest, business-minded people in the rap game I ever talked to. He knew the game. So I talked to him from a place of this. I'll be 46, June 21st. I love being Unc. I love that I made it this, because most of our homies ain't make it to C-17. They ain't make it to C-18. You know what I mean? And everybody in this room probably got, like, the older dudes, we got about 25 homies that's not here no more. That's dead, that's gone. Not counting the other 25 that's in the penitentiary that's never gonna make it back. So to be out here living life, I want them to see that. I want them to be able to get over the hump and be like, damn, I ain't got no hair no more. Like, that's a different vibe. It's a little scary. Like, you cheating too. I'm mad as shit.
Stop rushing.
Fucking cheating. I hate niggas with hair my age.
Yo, did that. Okay.
You cheating. We gonna get there.
We'll get to that.
But so what happened is, I got to talk to them from a place of, I know, this is what I know. Everybody going to see them, and they going, yes, man. They got to be around. Even some, you know how many times I talk to some of these young boys, and the old head to be in the crew be like, I'm glad you told him that he need to hear that. But nigga, why you ain't saying that to him? Fuck, the paycheck is that strong? You don't want to get sent home? So it's like, nobody else going to tell him this shit. Because everybody, I don't need you, Neff. I don't need your money. I don't need
Pooh
you.
Shicey's a young kid. What made you?
I seen Pooh energy. I had to give it to him, and I seen what he had going on.
Okay.
So I stepped to him. I said, Neff, what you doing on the drive? I said, yo, man, don't disrespect your blessings.
Right.
I mean, because you looking at all this shit.
Right.
You talking to, as you gotta understand this, N.O.R.E. In this game, we coaches.
Right.
Coaches last longer than a player. Phil Jackson had Mike and Kobe, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see all y'all players come through. I'm gonna still be coaching, nephew.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you game because I done seen you before. I done seen you on the streets and I done seen you in the industry.
Right.
It's a clock on that shit.
Yep.
And it's based off of your decisions.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and you know when the money come, you become untouchable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I had to tell Pooh, and I'm gonna tell. I had to talk to all of them. I had, because it's like, why not? And I know they respected it somewhere. They all respected it because everybody else want to be cool with it. I ain't got time for that.
It was a moment in a Dirk interview where you also, anybody who lost somebody, gonna relate to this moment. You sit there and you like, and you riled up. And I remember me feeling you, and then I remember me being Dirk though.
Yeah.
I remember because Dirk looks, and he doesn't look at you. He can't, not like he couldn't make eye contact with you, but he purposely made eye contact with one of his friends and was like, your cuz really crying over here. But in any other situation, like his friend might have been like, laughed at, you know what I mean? But it was so much of a real situation. And that interview has now aged because now we understand what Dirk is going through. We understand what he's facing. Do you wish he listened to you more?
I don't know the particulars of the situation.
Do you remember that moment when I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you start, I believe you said you forgave your brothers?
I forgave my brother's killer.
Your brother's killer. And you describe it, and then you start crying. And when you start crying, like Dirk, he's just looking at one of his homies, just like, as a cosign, like it wasn't being disrespectful. He was just like, yo, cuz really crying. But the energy in the room wouldn't let that joke allow. But it was a very serious situation. You remember that moment, Wallo?
See, this is what people don't understand. We could have did that interview anywhere.
Y'all did it in...
You see what Dirk say?
Okay.
I'm doing this so we can get deep and personal. Really waiting for the perfect time. He didn't want to do it nowhere. He told me, wow, I want you to come here. We gotta have some real rap. So when I come in there, right?
And this is O Block?
I don't know where it's at. I just know it was a fucking basement and there was 100 niggas in there. That's all I know.
Right.
So when I come in there, he's seeing me like, damn, Neff, what you doing, man? He just see me in Oak mode. He just loved it. Because he like, they need this. Like,
when you say they need this, Dirk is saying that to you?
Dirk is like, yo, you got to come to the block. You got to talk to the block.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because, I made it, but it's like, I made it, and I want to take everybody, but I can't. And these is my friends. See, this is what we don't understand about the ghetto.
You're saying this is Dirk energy.
This is what Dirk tell me.
He's not saying this to you, but this is energy.
No, this is what he told me.
Oh, he said this out of his mouth.
Listen, he told me on the phone, like, yo, I need you to come to the block.
Wow, that's deep.
Because it's like, I need you to talk to them because they fuck with you, They fuck with you and Gil.
That's correct.
We fuck with y'all. Like y'all like really like they watch y'all shit all the time. We all like our uncles. But I know you could just come to the block because I made it, but everybody else ain't gonna make it. And I just need you to show this a different way. And so, that's why I got so passionate in the room because I know we got a room full of young niggas and in the street ghetto in the ghetto, revenge is king. That's your pride. That's what you carry. That's your trophy. That's like this belt, like revenge. Yeah, I got them niggas back. So it was like, at that moment, I had to share my story. Like, listen, bro, when you see me now, and you see me with my niece, my nephew, you see me with Nanny, you see me with my mom, none of that is possible if I ain't forget my brother's killer. Just think about how the hood would be if we was able to forgive. One motherfucker died, 10 people would die from that. Then them 10 people, 100 people would die from that. Like, you got to think about this shit. We out here shooting in the motherfucking mirror. We shooting us. You looking in the mirror, you shooting yourself. So you got to say to yourself, like, that was the greatest thing I ever did. And I share that story every time with people so they can understand. But
it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy,
right.
But then at the end of the day, it was. Because we designed to die for a motherfucker, not designed to live for a motherfucker. But I'm looking at them little baby. I'm looking at my niece May May when she come in that visiting room and say, "Unc, she don't even know what's going on. Oh, you ain't come back to jail, is you? You got to take me here." And she sit on my lap, and I'm like, and my nephew like, "Yeah, Unc, I can't wait till you come home." And he just lost his dad, but he sticking it, and I'm like, there's so much shit going on, but I'm like, I gotta live for them. I gotta live for Nanny. I gotta live for Mommy. I gotta live for, and that was a great. I'm not here if I don't live for them. So I'm an example of what living for your people is like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and then you got to battle with you got to understand, it was a battle. It was a battle with the idea of like, you deal with that ghetto pride, but as I'm evolving, I'm like, I'm not even thinking on that point. But then I'm sitting here and I'm looking at, and I'm saying, my brother, he know I got to be here for these kids. I can't let him down. You know what I mean? So it's a battle that goes on, and it's like, when is shit ever gonna stop? When the annihilation of black people by black people gonna stop? Right. It's up to us. It ain't we can't. We gotta figure this shit out. So I'm just trying to lead by example. And let me tell you something. You know how many people that came up to me over the years and say, "My brother got killed, man. I seen you. I seen that TED Talk, man. I seen it. Man, I needed you, Lo." So, you know, I did what was right.
But let's clarify it a little bit, right? Just for people that's listening. You're saying that if you was to be right now, like in an alleyway with your brother's killer, and you could get away with it, you still would walk the other way?
I couldn't live with that. Let me tell you something, N.O.R.E. I'm not built to kill nobody that look like me.
That's real. That's real. I respect that.
See, because you know what? I be cheating. You don't get no blessings when you're cheating, baby. You know how you try to play both sides of this? I'm a hustle, but I'm going to tell my mom I'm doing good. I'm going to try to spend my parole officer. You can't cheat this shit. You can't cheat blessings, bro. You can't play both sides of the fence. And I'm just not built like that. See, because now I got to think of his nanny. I got to think of his kids. I hope that a person will grow from that and become somebody better. But I can't, I'm just not cut like that. Right. Some people is. Some people is cold. I'm not cold like that. I'm warm.
Right.
And I'm cool with that.
Right.
If I'm a sucker for that, cool.
Nah. I
ain't saying you, but you know, some people they don't understand. They ain't level up yet.
Yeah, because that was the thing was in that room with Dirk. Now, I wasn't there, obviously, but I felt I was there. And I know that little nigga energy. Like, I don't mean to call them little niggas, but you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. That younger mentality, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't cry for this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what's crazy about that room? And I keep telling people, these young brothers in the ghettos of America is smart, but they don't have no exit plan. Where the you can't go nowhere. I know that the dude's 2 blocks from me is trying to kill me.
Right.
But I ain't supposed to have a strap on me. I can't protect myself. Everybody else can protect themselves, but I can't. I don't know how to go to get a gun license. I don't know that I can get a gun license. I don't know. And it's like, and then sometimes we be inheriting, you inherit beef that ain't got nothing to do. You got beef based upon where you was born at. This shit ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
And you don't even dig that. You got a beef because the one OG from that block fucked this dude OG from that block, baby mom, and they've been warring ever since. You don't even know. You just know I got to kill them, I got to hate them because somebody it was marketed to me that somebody told me I got to hate them. Think about that shit. It's deep.
Now, what officially was you sentenced to?
A total, first I got 6.5 to 25 and 13.5 to 27. Okay, 19.5 to 52
6.5 to 25?
6.5 to 25.
Break that down for people. You had to do 6.5 years minimum or 25 years.
Max.
In
Pennsylvania, you do a day for a day. It ain't no, what's that, good timer? It ain't none of that shit. So if you got 6 years, you're doing 6.
Right.
But your time to get out of jail is really the 25. You got to go to a parole board and beg for mercy.
Right.
Basically, like, I got my life together, I'm a different person. You know, you got to go to the parole board. So I had a total of 19 to 52 years. For 2 armed robberies, 2 firearm violations.
Okay, all right, so it was violence because of armed robbery.
Yeah, it's fuck, you got a slammer. That's armed, even though you ain't got to shoot no. People think a violent crime is you shooting or doing something to somebody. Once you pull that thing out, it's over.
All right.
Wow. So you wound up doing 20 years. And this is 20 years straight, or you
No, I did 5. Was out for a couple months, went back, did 15.
Okay, so You violated when you came out for those couple of months? What did you do?
I caught the other case. That's how I got the other case. I got busy.
I'm expecting you to say I slipped up.
No, I got busy.
That's one thing. Another thing about you is
I'm accountable for my shit. Because if you're not accountable, how you gonna grow from the shit? Because now you're lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I was on some goofy shit. So when I go back, I do the 15. I said, oh no.
What?
Then maybe it's I'm in there like, oh no. It was different.
Right.
I had to do that, 15 straight.
15 straight.
Yeah.
And you were younger, because I keep seeing your
yeah, man, I was. You keep talking about my mustache. Come on, man.
You had the PB Herbert mustache.
Come on, that bullshit. You got that Beijing in your joint. I think that's a Beijing mustache too, nigga.
But how young was you when we started the 15?
I forget. I did the 5, came back, did 15. I was like early 20s, real early, like 21.
So the rap career, nothing could keep you away from this?
No, man, I was better. I was the best. I was probably the hottest rapper in Philly history. I just, hotter than all the niggas, man. Gil, Beans, Meek, Black Thought, Fresh Prince. I was hot. EST, Tough Crew, State, for all of the State Pride. I was hotter. The Youngsters, Philly's Most Wanted, and Roscoe Pico. I was hotter like a lot of them boys, man. But you know how the boy be saying, I could have been better than Michael Jordan. I messed my knee up. That's me. I'm one of them boys.
Like, oh my God. I'm ready for that. Ready for good time.
Give us flowers first.
Oh, yo, man, listen, that's right. You've been on our show before. Our show is about giving people their flowers, and man, I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Seeing you, come home from a very unfortunate situation and making not only the best of it, you make it, you know what I mean? You really went from the streets to the penthouse, man. I really appreciate it. And I love the fact how you and Gillie be joking on each other. We're going to get straight into that. But before we do that, we won't get into...
Oh, and I got the briefcase now. I made it, baby.
Yeah.
I made it.
So another beautiful things about you and Gillie
right
is I feel like that's how y'all got a relationship like me and my nephew, but we don't do it on video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're off camera. But you guys really cut deep. Like, y'all remind me of... 2 Queens and Harlem people. Mm-hmm. Like Queens and Harlem people don't know how to joke. Like they're terrible jokers, right? Like they really cut deep. But if you're from Queens, you understand that language.
Yeah.
Like the 2 Harlem, like even Jim Jones and Cameron right now, the only people not panicking is people from Harlem.
Okay.
Because everybody's like, that's the way they kind of like.
Okay.
They kind of like, it's every other borough that's sitting around like. But that reminds me of you and Gillie. It's like. Y'all really like, what did he say that your name was when you was in jail?
He said a bunch of names. Because I think I told Gil about a bunch of jail shit, and he just loved jail stories. So this is what he do. So he run into people that I was in jail with, and he get their numbers, and he just call them to talk about jail shit for no reason. Right. I'm like, cuz, why the fuck y'all was talking to your celly, man? You ain't tell me about the time when y'all was in the yard and the boy sucker punched the boy, and you was ready to run, and they had nothing to do with you. I said, what the fuck? Jay tell you all that shit? Right. He just a loser. Right. He want to talk about jail shit bad, right. And just get all his data about meaningless shit. So but what would you ask me?
No, I just love the fact that like y'all call each other all types of names.
Yeah.
Y'all go at each other, and there's no love lost. Like it's just like. But I mean, y'all really go at each other.
Everybody do that around the way.
Yes, you can.
Like, bro, everybody do that. Yeah. It's just that y'all just seeing us because, like, if we just clash, because he always want to go against. If I say green, he gonna say red.
I read somewhere that they said friends who argue with each other,
right? Yeah,
and
I seen that.
Like go at each other, live a long relationship.
Okay, well we
like
cool.
Like y'all gonna live a long
friends to each other.
That nigga, yeah.
So we play a game on our show. It's called Quick Time.
You drinking?
No, I'm not drinking.
So Sonny, come in here and start and be a ringer for the.
Sonny D ain't see a drink he ain't like.
Philly people.
No, Sonny D ain't see a drink he ain't like.
Yeah,
we need for 2. It's both of y'all.
Okay, yeah. You got somebody from Philly? You wanna you got any? Why you whispering like there's no cameras on?
They ain't trying to drink. Ain't nobody trying to drink.
Yeah, that was the weirdest shit in the world. This nigga whispering like the camera ain't right there, my dude. What the fuck?
This is my partner right here. Come on,
but
drink.
He look like he don't drink. You don't drink. You
No,
gonna
he
drink?
know how to drink. Don't get.
I see you got that pure on.
Yes,
I
right.
see you
It's
on
my
that
partner
pure.
right here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Don't get sauced down.
Yeah.
So right there, don't get
All
sauced
right, so you
down.
want to explain the rules?
Did we play this game last
Nah,
time?
take the drink. Yeah, I don't
How
think
do you do this?
I don't think when we came.
We'll ask you two questions. You pick one and we don't drink. But if you don't pick one, so you say neither or both, we all, well, you're not drinking, but we drinking.
Mm-hmm.
He's dangerous. Huh?
Yes,
Sonny. Sonny ain't see a drink he ain't like.
Right.
Sonny ain't see no. Sonny don't play. I mean, Sonny don't play.
And you can go in on why you answer in a certain way.
Okay.
All right, I'm waiting for you.
All right.
All right, you
This shit
ready?
ready to get scary.
Oh, got it.
Tell him to mix you a shower. Could he mix it with a drink? It got to be pure.
What you drinking?
I'm gonna drink bubble water with you.
You get whatever you want.
I don't think I got enough
Because you know you
water
can
for
mix
you,
that with a
buddy.
drink.
You could do, you want to do
I'll do
vodka?
vodka. I'll do vodka.
So I'll give you your own bottle.
And he can drink a bottle right now.
Wait.
Sonny.
You gonna do vodka?
Sonny ain't no joke.
A pit bull?
Oh, you want Bacardi? Not Bacardi, I got rum too. Here, take the Tito's.
Tito's.
I got
There you go.
Oh, that's what you got? Yeah.
He got it right here, Tito's.
So we good, we good.
Hey, he got the Tito's.
Now we good, Jamie, we good.
All on start.
Ready?
This boy
Yeah.
Sonny is dangerous.
All right.
Okay, you ready? I got the first one.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Pure the chaser.
That's
Give him
fine.
that pure as a chaser.
And that, okay, we're gonna get into that too. Okay.
Water?
No.
Rakim or KRS-One?
I can pick either one.
Either
If
one.
you pick one, we're not drinking. But if you say both or neither.
Both.
Both?
Damn.
All right, y'all drink.
Both. I got
But
you.
don't do it on purpose either.
I'm not. They both. I can't. Like,
No. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Send that shot? Yeah. Not
No.
Yeah, do a smaller shot. Yeah.
Don't do this.
No, get a glass.
What y'all doing?
No, don't get him
Drink it.
drinking. Don't get him drinking.
Yeah. All right,
Drink it, but the next one make a smaller shot for yourself.
That shit must be strong.
My bad.
I got this one.
Good.
Tupac or Eazy-E?
Damn, both of them was my guy. Both.
Damn, okay.
Wallo is.
Oh, Nori, where you at? What you doing, Nori?
No, I ain't drinking.
Sonny's drinking for him.
All right,
Yeah, he's my designated drinker.
Okay.
All right. So drink.
I'm trying. I'm respecting you. You know
Drink?
what?
No, I
you
love
don't
that.
drink.
I love
You know
that.
what? I say. You know what? I'm gonna join him.
Y'all
on
ready?
that.
Y'all asking some crazy. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. Easy came with Ruthless. Here you
Right.
go. Easy came with
Easy changed the game.
Easy changed the game. Pac changed it. You can't. You know what I mean? So I gotta get Easy his props.
Yes. Yeah.
Rap Radar or Joe Budden podcast?
Rap Radar.
Or the Joe Budden podcast?
Both of them. I mess with both. I mess with everybody.
Why you got
See, I told you that's why
You can't leave.
I didn't have enough.
You can't leave B Dot in them out.
No.
And Joe, both of all of them is
I agree
great.
with you.
Yeah.
I forgot to say Rap Radar too.
Have Elliot ever hated on you?
No,
No.
Elliot cool.
No,
Elliot cool.
Elliot don't hate on
He
him.
know here.
Y'all take your shots?
right off the bat?
Oh shit.
Y'all
Yeah.
asking some crazy
shit.
joints.
Major Figgas and State Props.
Both. Philly. Both, baby.
I should have just said Philly or Philly.
Both. Y'all played. Y'all go ahead and get
Damn,
y'all gonna get
dog.
sauced
All
up.
right, fill him up. Sonny, fill him up. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the one that's fucked up on this one by myself.
Are you taking shots too? I forgot.
Okay, oh, you got this one.
Okay, my bad. I don't even. My
Kendrick or
grandpa
Drake?
glasses now.
Both.
You really gonna say both for everything?
I like both of them though. I'm gonna say.
Right.
I ain't.
Go ahead, buddy. We seeing you. We watching you.
They know it vicious.
No, we watching you. He said, hold your flowers.
His son here. His son got it.
Yeah, okay.
His son
okay.
with T King.
Okay.
Jay-Z or Big Daddy Kane?
God damn.
Did I take? I don't know.
You
if
look like you had 3 cuts of your eyebrow.
No.
You look like you had.
Listen. All right, so listen.
Okay.
I'm gonna just tell this story. Big Daddy Kane was mad at me one day. Big Daddy Kane.
This is a true story?
Listen, a legend. He coming through the airport, right? It's early in the morning. We're in LA. So we ready to get on it's Dunkin' Donuts day. So Gil, we ready to get some tea. Kane got a mask on. He walking down all calm. I go in fan mode. Kane, what's up? Like, I drawed on him. He was not trying to be noticed. He like, Gil just told us, he like, I'm like, Kane, what's up? Oh, shit, come on, Gil, come here. This is Kane. Because, Gil said I'm the biggest back in the day groupie of all rappers. I'm just this, I love all back in the day for no reason. That's the shit to me. So I'm like, damn, Kane, what's up? So y'all guys will go ahead and drink again. Kane in,
Right.
Kane in with some.
So you went with Kane.
I'm going with both
Oh,
of
you
them.
went with both.
But he gave us a Kane story.
I had to give y'all the Kane story, man.
Okay.
Kane was pissed.
Bruce Leroy
Where'd you go with
or
this?
Bruce Lee?
Nigga, Listen.
I killed that?
No. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I just made this one up.
I gotta pick one on this one. And I'm telling you why I'm picking one.
Let's see.
Do you know Bruce Leroy told me that I'm Bruce Leroy Jr.?
I seen it.
Bruce Leroy.
I seen
Fuck
it.
you
That's
talking
it.
about?
Randall's
That's
album.
the real-
That was in Queens, right?
He a bad motherfucker, man.
Yes.
Bruce Leroy.
But he still looked good, too, boys.
He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
He had his S-curl still popping. I was
He's
like,
a bad
shit.
boy. I had to. I'm sorry,
shit.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I had to.
But Bruce Leroy would have picked Bruce Lee.
I don't got nothing to do with that. He was part of my.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Go ahead.
All right. Petey Crack or Meek Mill?
Both of them, Philly.
Okay, drink up.
Hey, bingo.
Drink
Philly.
that beer. Drink
I
that
love
beer.
Philly. I love Philly though.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Biggie or Big L?
Big L was.
Big L was the beast.
I'm gonna say this. Big L was better than a lot of niggas in New York.
9%.
If he would have ended up signing with The Rock, which was
Y'all
was
go
gonna
ahead.
happen.
You know the story.
Go ahead, drink again. Both.
All right.
Both.
Yeah.
When I think you're gonna say one, he's like, no, but it's both.
He was a barbarian, man.
Yes.
If he didn't go, it was over.
Hold on, let me get my drink.
They just drunk a bottle messing with me. Damn, bro, I'm sorry.
Black Thought or Nas?
Good God.
Black Thought or Nas? I like this.
That's a good one. And that's,
I'm going with both.
come on. I thought you were gonna go Philly.
I would, but no, man, they both barbarians.
They are.
Yeah, you got the right.
I'm just gonna be drinking. I just should just start going like this.
Oh, I forgot you drinking
I'm
too.
drinking.
Yeah, my bad. Okay.
Yeah,
we
he said both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said both.
Yes.
No, I think he truly believes in both.
No, Black Thought's a motherfucking animal.
Yeah.
And Nas is animal.
Everybody, man.
Nas is animal.
All right, Eve or Missy? All right, come on, let me just pour up already.
They both legends, man. I got to go with both of them. They legends. Eve's a legend.
Yeah.
Missy's a legend.
Oh man, you get me now. All
Okay.
You big
Next
boy,
one.
y'all can handle it.
right,
Y'all coming with joints that's too like
Combat Jack or Taxstone?
rest in peace. Rest in peace.
yeah.
Rest in peace to
Jesse
Combat
Osiris.
Jack.
Jesse Osiris.
Listen.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Combat Jack.
Both.
Yes, and yep.
And
Shout out to my
Yeah,
man
both.
Tex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both. Y'all shouldn't have done this.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers wrote that shit.
yeah.
Look, his chest burning. His chest burning.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that Tito's look hot.
No, it's cold.
All right.
It's cold.
Okay.
Sonny Ray.
Wallo.
Sonny go. I got to, man. I got to be real.
Yeah.
Right?
He always loved.
Lil Uzi or Lil Durk?
Both of them.
Should we just say how many we got? We just say both and drink all the shots.
Come on, y'all.
No. The last one he's gonna pick.
Shot.
Hold on. I gotta start pouring
These
mini
people-
shots.
About love, and I gotta love him for being about love.
Oh, this is you.
I'll do it. All right. Geno's or Pat's cheesesteak?
He live in Philly.
I'm going to say something, right?
Okay.
In the hood, we never ate them because they don't chop their stuff up like
Okay, so
we
you
eat the
want-
joints in the hood.
So you want me to switch it up? Food chasers?
No, let me say this.
Okay.
All right, let me say the names.
Shout out the ones you eat.
Let me say the names. And I can switch this up.
Yeah.
Taste cheesesteaks. And you say what? Food chasers?
No, I was gonna change it up. No, you change. I got. That's
I'm gonna say taste cheesesteak. Food chasers.
Escabibbles.
Pretty girls cook. Country cooking.
Saudi.
I'm missing somebody. Juice by B. What's the name? With the glasses that cook at DJ Boo joint. She gonna kill me.
I know you're talking about.
Pretty
girl, right?
Yeah, I said her. Everybody in Philly, all of them. So y'all got to drink it all.
That's,
All right.
Damn.
But, all
He
right.
said both times three.
So I'm gonna give you one more. So food chasers or Beans food truck?
Y'all got chickens.
Both.
Jeez, okay.
Take another one, goddamn. The one time I wish I was drinking.
Key Boom. I meant to say Key Boom.
Boom, yeah.
This is aged mama juana.
Oh yeah.
This is terrible.
And Kings and Queens. Kings and Queens, too.
So Escobillos don't make the list?
Escobillos, yeah, they
That's
do
like
their
Hollywood
thing.
cheesesteak?
Yeah, but they do their thing, too. But
Okay.
Taste Cheese,
We been there.
Yeah, they got my picture in the wall.
yeah, well, that's why you trying to throw it out there.
Yes.
Yeah. Chicken cheesesteaks.
Yes. How you know?
Yeah, so
I'm
was gonna be
You're like,
I'm a
nah.
chicken cheese. I don't do red meat. Yeah. Okay.
Has y'all fucked up with Fat Boys? Nothing? What'd you got? Fat Boys times nobody? Oh, Fat Boys or Beastie Boys?
Both.
Come on, man.
Damn, look at them. Damn, I love
You
hip
got an
hop.
opinion, man. You got an
I
opinion.
love hip hop.
ELE. Everybody love everybody. Y'all don't remember that from Simi Bro? Go ahead.
Damn, man, I ain't mean to do this, man.
Rocky 3 or Creed 3? Creed.
Yeah, right. We
Michael, Michael B. Jordan, that's my guy on the show. Rocky, he inspired us all.
Oh, Jesus
I ran through Philly.
This is your speech for both.
Both.
Good.
Yo, cheers, fellas. Cheers. Y'all gotta stay here and be drunk with me.
Look, we just opened this.
Look, good.
You
Good.
Es una mierda esta cosa.
Chase it.
Scarface or Ice Cube? Both.
Oh, that's good.
Let's go.
Both. Legends.
I'm gonna say both.
They legends.
We love everybody.
All right.
I ain't mad at them.
Y'all ain't give me nothing. Y'all ain't give me
Y'all
nothing.
got any stories with these people though? Ice Cube. Y'all interviewed Ice Cube.
Cube. You know
Yeah.
what? Let me tell you something about Ice Cube. Cube's a hater, and I'm gonna tell you why Cube's a hater.
All right.
Cube hated on me. So the Big Three come. So we go to play in the Big Three. Every year, Gil get the MVP. So we in the locker room, and we getting ready. I'm like, yeah, we gonna go there. We gonna kill him. Cube, we got him this time. He said, Wallo, this is what I need you to do. He said,
He doesn't.
no, where you
just
going?
go,
Come
bro.
here, man. Listen. He's trying to get out of it. He's trying to get out of it. Make sure somebody watch something, he ready to throw up. So Cube, so we in the locker room, we all getting ready for the game, this, that, and third. I said, listen, man, we gonna do this. I'm starting this, that. He said, Wallo, this is what you gonna do. And Gil, you gonna do this? He telling everybody what to do.
This is Cube telling you guys.
Anthony Edwards on the team, Anthony Anderson.
Okay.
Man. Me, Gil. There was a bunch of people, but whatever. He said, Wallo, and he telling everybody what to do. He said, Wallo, this is what I need you to do. I need you to just sit on the bench and just chill and hype the team up. I said, you fucking hated, kid. You just hated ass.
No, because I ain't gonna lie, Wallo.
No, I got 4 points in that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
4 points?
Yeah,
I
across the
think
girl.
you've been riding the coattail. I realized that you might be trash. A little bit. Like a little bit, not a lot. Like
You ain't see that? You ain't see my joint? You ain't see that video? I slammed it.
Any nigga that gotta show the video,
what's
the man nice?
No,
ain't really nice.
No, it's a lot of people that be hating on me. Kevin Durant hated on my game. Dame Lillard, Stack, all them dudes. Matt Barnes, I cooked Mark Barnes one time.
Yeah, okay.
And you ain't see what I did to Donovan Mitchell. You ain't see me work him out. I barbecued, get him.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Yeah, the next one.
Oh man. Nipsey or Young Dolph? Rest in peace, everybody.
Both.
Okay, yeah.
Why y'all just
Nah,
Yes.
y'all nothing, bro. Relax,
man, go ahead and y'all gonna have a bad night, man, fucking with me.
Yeah.
No, you understand.
You're enjoying this too.
That's crazy.
Not really.
Nah, you gonna be mad. I'm sorry, man.
You gotta love real. You don't need to fuck.
Sorry, Dion, you lucky I ain't
Yeah,
called
y'all
you.
drink. Y'all drank. Go ahead.
Y'all lucky, man.
Yeah.
You didn't take your drink. Go
You
take
should have sent
your
your son
drink.
of it.
No, we did take the drink. We just refilled right
He
now.
took his drink. You should have sent your son, man.
Kodak or Pooh Shiesty?
Both.
Go ahead.
They're my nephews.
Yeah, bro. I gotta get more cups of this shit.
They're my nephews, though.
Yo, when I did it, I said you wanted to fuck
Yes, you did.
And the coach,
Yes, you did.
that's because you trying to keep us together.
Last time I seen him, he beat me for $1,000, man.
Yeah.
Cleaned me out.
Y'all got your next one ready? Because it's back to back.
Oh, see, he already know.
UGK
Back to back.
or Outkast?
I got a pocket full of stones. Both. Both.
Right.
It's beginning to look a lot like follow my every step. Take notes. Yeah, both. You know I'm a hip hop historian. Why is y'all asking me this shit?
Okay, because we try to get them drunk.
They gonna be fucked up. I'm sorry, Rob. I hope you don't.
Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock?
Oh, wait, hold on, we're not done yet, Sonny. Wait a minute.
No, that's the last one. Y'all gotta drink that shit.
What you mean that's the last one? They already took their joint.
They did? Okay. My bad. Just making sure I'm not alone in this.
Here to y'all. Every time we got a relationship with one.
What you got a relationship with what?
Listen. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, he let our liver breathe.
Dave gave me $1 million worth of game one time.
Was he smoking cigarettes?
No, of course he was.
I'm in the dressing room with Dave, right? Me and Gil, we in there. I'm talking about we tripping.
Right.
We talking about all the time. I told Gil, Dave, Gil, you got a hell of a game. I said, yeah, that's. He said, okay, that's.
He said the and one. He called Gil. He said,
all that shit.
the and one.
Yeah. I said,
he didn't give you no problem.
I said, it's that nose shit. He said, all right, whatever. But whatever. Gil be amped up. The white shit, powder man. But whatever the case may be,
That white shit.
Dave said, listen. Dave said, Wallo, I was trying to figure it out. I had all this money. They kept paying me for shows and all this shit. I couldn't make it happen. And I kept looking for something. And that's how he came up with Dave Chappelle. He read a fortune cookie that said, everything you need, you already got in your kitchen. The best meal, he said something like, the best meal you'll ever cook, all the ingredients is already in your kitchen. And he just started shooting the Chappelle show because he was like, I already had the people I needed right there. I keep looking for all this other shit. And my guys that I deal with is already there. Ashley, Larry, rest in peace to Charlie Murphy, the whole team. But both. Because I love Pookie.
Oh, we drank already. I thought we drank that one already.
Pookie was a motherfucker.
Before that.
Man, y'all fucking me up.
Pookie was a legend.
That was a great story, though. I love it.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
ODB or Biz Markie?
Rest in peace to two legends.
Rest in peace. But both.
Like a reach
I'm talking about one thing about ODB. When he came out, man,
Cheers.
first of all, legendary songs. Nobody Beats the Biz and the Vapors was classic. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. And this is the season for catching the Vapors. Biz was just, Biz didn't care. Biz knew he was that guy.
Biz changed the game.
Biz knew that guy, and ODB didn't give a fuck.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When that Brooklyn Zoo came out, Brooklyn Zoo, that tape, he got the welfare ID on the tape. It was just legendary, both.
All right, well.
Yeah, we knew it was both. We just want you to explain some stuff.
Yeah.
Good. NWA or Public Enemy?
I mean, that I would.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you some real
If you don't
shit,
say
right?
both, I'm throwing the ball.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. There's no bullshit. I'm at this City of Angels. Everybody in there, all the CEOs.
Strip club?
No. I think it's called City of Angels. They're giving some of the Leo. Right?
That sounds like a strip
Leo thing.
club.
Yeah,
Okay.
you was there.
Listen,
All right, my
you was
bad.
there, N.O.R.E.
All right, my bad.
Listen, you was there.
Yeah, my bad.
The dopest hip hop shit ever happened to me because, like, y'all better not mention DJ Premier because I'm beefing with him. I'm gonna tell y'all about that shit.
Beefing with Premier?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Nobody beats with
Nah, man.
I'm gonna tell you why. He did some shit I ain't like.
All right.
So listen.
We got Premier's back.
So listen. Well, hold up. So we in the joint, right? So they giving Leo and them stuff. Everybody in there. So I'm sitting there. I'm like this. I got the suit on, chilling. I look over. There go Chuck D. Chuck D did one of these joints. I was done.
Right.
This Chuck.
Right. Yeah.
This Uncle Chuck.
Right.
This Public Enemy #1.
Do you have on a Pittsburgh hat?
No, I think he had some jeans on. though. He keep a pair of jeans with some
Okay.
Levi's. But I don't know. I'm just like, oh shit, this dude know who I am? It was just a legendary moment, but both.
Okay.
No, I felt the same. He tweeted about Drink Champs. I framed it.
Yo, you know how legendary that is?
Yeah.
Like the younger kids probably like, damn, they tripping out.
Right.
No, they
Nah. Chuck D.
This dude, he spoke truth to power. He was a legend in NWA.
Listen,
And he said Anvil.
I figured out what he's doing. He said, I'm gonna make sure Sonny never drink again. And the big homie right here.
I'm gonna tell you, this gonna be Sunny
I'm
Rehab.
fucking up it. Putting too much in there.
Yeah, it's intervention.
Schoolie D or Ice-T?
Ooh.
Originals or gangster rap?
Let me tell you something.
Let's see how deep he goes.
Listen, Ice-T said, listen, hold on. Schoolie said, looking at my Gucci's is about that time. He said, but nothing is like Saturday night. It was a Saturday night, I was feeling kind of sporty, went to the bar, but Ice said, this is what Ice said. This is what Ice said. Ice said this, and this was so crazy. Ice said, speed of life, fast. It's like walking barefoot over broken glass. It's like jumping rope on a razor blade. All lightning quick, decisions are made. Lifestyle. Ice was so cold, right? I ain't
He was
gonna
Ice.
front.
That's
When
how
I was
cold
young,
he
I
was.
wanted to
He
be
was
Ice. I used to rap
That's
Ice.
why.
I used to rap Ice in the mirror like, damn, this boy Ice. And then when he killed the New Jack Hustler, New Jack Hustler. And then when he said, I got a bitch with hair, a bitch with none. A bitch with a knife, a bitch with a gun. I got a bitch with an ass big as a TV set. And there's a bitch over there. Hey, the one I want to get, but maybe not. She might not like me, no. No sweat to a vet. I get a sister, though. Word. He said, I got a bitch with a. He said, I got a bitch with a mink. He said, I got a bitch with a mink who rocks a fat gold link. Who like to fuck me with that ass up on the kitchen sink. I got a bitch with hair, a bitch with none, a bitch with a knife, a bitch with a gun. He was cold.
Yeah, he was cold.
And then school, he was just cold, both.
Right.
And you know there was both real stories too.
Did Schoolie rob a bank?
No, Cool C robbed.
That was Cool C.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what they say. Like,
okay, all right.
Oh shit.
Emilio Sparks or Oshino?
both. Philly.
De Binga, bro.
Philly.
Hey,
Was that a loaded question?
Tales of a hustler.
no.
You know I used to manage.
He's managed.
Oh,
Tales
yeah?
of a
Oh,
hustler.
so you managed both of them. That's right.
I managed those keynote spots.
Okay, goddamn it. Take a shot then.
Emilio Sparks, a young gun. They was killing that joint. Moving out
Okay.
and strip for memories of them.
Cassidy or Young Chris?
Both. Philly.
God damn, dog. I was about to drink my water and shit.
Y'all listen, this make this a clip by itself.
Yes, we got you.
The drink.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is Drink Champs at its highest form.
This is your drunk
Make sure
time.
I'm awake.
All right, y'all ready? Now this is the one. And then we got one more after this.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Will Smith or Kevin Hart?
He's gonna say both regardless.
Both.
Okay.
That's easy, man.
Now this is the last one we can get back in the interview. Loyalty or respect?
Wait, we got a drink though. No, relax. Chill. Everybody drank?
Of course, man.
Let's stay true to this game that we're
Sonny, I'm gonna get you out of the drinking game, Sonny.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're trying to do.
Cheers, fellas.
He said, Sonny gonna stop today.
What's the question?
Oh, they got one more after
That's
this.
the last-
I love this.
So this is it. This is the last one.
Both.
Last one. Okay, both.
Wait,
okay,
he
all
said
right,
both
okay.
automatically to the last
Loyalty, he
one?
said
Loyalty or respect?
Well, that's the right answer too.
Yeah, that's the right answer. That's the only time you say you should say both. Yeah.
I don't know why people don't say both all the time.
Right, for that
Both.
question, right? Okay. So, okay, y'all brothers, I could go back to
Thank y'all, brothers.
Yes, yes.
Go ahead and go to the bathroom.
You had to stand up and get drunk.
Sonny right here, baby, spinning.
Yeah. So,
He's like, they
28
spinning.
shots.
let's make
That's
some
a
noise.
record.
Let's make some noise. Goddammit.
It was uncalled for that you didn't drink in this episode.
Now, me and you got something else. We got something else in common that is not popular.
What?
The only difference between me and you
What happened?
that is not popular that we both kind of do is I don't do it with my hometown team. But I have been known to be a bandwagon fan.
A sports?
Because we've looked at your previous Instagrams
What?
and you haven't been rocking the Philadelphia Eagles joints, right? Let me finish. But this is what I want to ask you. But we seen that once the Eagles got hot, you jumped on board.
Yeah, that's my team. I'm from Philly.
We've seen you with what's my man's name?
Say go on.
Mahomes. We seen you with the Chiefs jersey on. I believe you walked through
like, whatever.
and someone checked you. Someone checked you. They're like, you're an Eagles fan now? Okay. But now let me I got him there, right? All right, well, look. But let me ask you now. Listen. The president has just issued the Eagles an invitation to come see them at the White House.
They said nope.
So it's a two-part question. One, do you think the Eagles should go? And two, if the Eagles do go, are you bandwagon fan in the White House?
What you mean bandwagon?
Like, cause you know,
you'll follow them to the White House if they go.
I'm sure Gillie will go with the team to the White House.
I'm gonna say this. The first question is the Eagles my team? Like, why I'm a bandwagoner or what?
No.
Are you a bandwagon is the first thing.
No, we know you're a
It's the first
bandwagon. It's
question.
improvement. No. I'm a bandwagon too. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad in my book.
He said yeah.
It's not bad in my book, but do you think the Eagles should accept Trump's invitation
I heard
first?
I don't know. I heard
they declined
They
it.
did. No, I heard they did. They did.
No, I
They
think they
accepted
did.
it?
Yeah, I believe
look, what's the name? They accepted
Yeah,
it.
I believe they accepted it.
But originally they was
I
declining?
think that's outside of my pay grade. I don't
Right.
care what nobody do.
But so Gillie is packing up to go with the Eagles to the White House. Do you hop in the car with Gillie and tag along, or do you say?
I'm gonna say this. I don't even know nothing about that, so I wouldn't even. We be somewhere recording a podcast. I don't know.
Oh,
if
he's
we
gonna
do
record a
that.
podcast.
No, but you have a choice to go to the White House.
Oh,
Are
no,
you going?
no comments on that. I don't know. I can't. You know what I mean?
You don't say both.
Take a shot. Nigga said both.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they not letting the team. They not letting people. You're not just going with it.
No, I believe.
It ain't sweet
I believe
like that. No,
I believe
you can't just go.
Yeah, no. I believe there's certain people like the team gets like a guest. Like you could bring your moms. You could bring, and I believe Gillie was that much good to me. As an outsider looking in.
Gillie's a player.
Nah, yeah, he's definitely.
I mean, like
he is
promoting
like a player.
the franchise, like I even know the dance. I've been blowing the whistle. I'm
Gillie helped the win.
But that's how ill and good. You know, like I mean, I think me and you talked about the episode that didn't come out. Like how ill he is as a fan.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just say this about another topic about me being a fan.
Okay.
So Saquon tell me in the locker room, right? He said, "Oh, you a fan now? You with us now?"
Yeah, because you had the Chiefs jersey on.
I'm like, you're my favorite player. No, I didn't have no Chiefs jersey on. I had an Eagles jersey.
No, I'm talking about back then.
I'm in the locker room. So I'm like, damn, you're my favorite player. He like, now you with us in the third. So we get ready for the parade. So he walk up on me, he laughing into that third. I said, guess what, man? So it was me, him, and I think Slade was there. Somebody was there. No, somebody was there. So he like, damn, Wallo, you just crazy. I said, no, we both crazy. Mm-hmm. I said, you don't think we got something in common? He's talking about what? We both traded teams this year. How you gonna judge me? you traded too, nigga. How you gonna judge me? You traded too. I'm like, damn, baby. He started laughing. I said, damn, don't leave me alone, man. I mean, we both on the Eagles now. Just deal with it, baby.
We both on the Eagles now.
And you're also a New York Times bestseller. Let's all make some noise.
And let me say this. N.O.R.E came through for me.
All right.
Did the Miami book joint.
That's right.
And I told N.O.R.E, and that's what I said. So I said, N.O.R.E, when did you put your book out? Oh, man,
I'm signed to Shaman and Smoosh.
I know, but
this bullshit with the book. You got to get
I'm finishing it next weekend. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I got the guy's flight. I'm finishing it next weekend.
Called me.
Anything you need me on, let me know.
Yeah. I'll finish mine next weekend.
Listen, when you do it, you got to do a book tour.
Yeah.
You got to go to Lit Bar in the Bronx. You got to go to Ogle Bobby's in Philly. You got to go to Baldwin & Co. in New Orleans. You got to go to Malik Books in L.A. You got to go to Kendrick's in Houston. You got to go to all them.
Yeah, some weed. I can remember.
Mahogany in D.C.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, these bookstores is going to support you.
Text me them shit.
Those are the mom and pops, right?
Mom and pops, they going to support you. Books in Miami that supported me.
Now, let me ask you. We were just listening to, where's Los, what's his name? Jesse what? Jesse Ilsa, right?
Who the fuck is that?
Well, he's like the billionaire guy that he wrote Go New York, Go for the Knicks, and he has like the biggest sauna company. But he said
sauna company?
Yeah, like he'll go and cold plunge. He has the biggest shit. And he's a billionaire type of guy. He used to work for Def Jam. He used to be in Def Jam. And he said that if he had a chance to do it all over, him writing his book, that he would invest more into the digital part. Why am I so loud? Why did I get loud?
You got Cuban. You got Cuban on this.
I don't know, because I'm getting emotional. But he said that he would invest more on the digital part of the side. Like he said he would have went and got a speech coach because
like an audio book?
I said, what did I say? What did I say?
No, you said digital,
but I meant audio.
On the audio
so
book.
he said that he sold so much more audio books because people are not.
I killed him on audio books.
You killed him on audio.
And you did audio?
So
I did my own audio. 3 days.
So let me ask you the question that he proposed. If you had a chance to do it all over, would you invest more of your time in the audio part of it?
He said.
No, I did.
Okay.
I said in that month, listen.
Okay.
My manager, Desiree, was like, all right, you got to go down here. She's like, I said,
That's
what we
my
got to do?
girl from Penalty Records, right?
No, Des right there. That's my manager.
All right, cool.
She run everything.
All right,
So
my bad.
Des
I
was
was
like,
about to
listen.
claim your
Des was like, I got the studio, like real live studio. Like you already
like you're recording an album.
I went in there. They got a nice soft chair. You just chilling there, and you be in there for hours in that booth. Reading your book.
Right.
And it's N.O.R.E, you got to do an audio. It's simple.
Right.
And you take a couple of days. We went from 10 to 3. Huh? 10 to 4.
Wait, 10 in the morning?
No, 10 in the morning, 4 o'clock, 3 days straight. Knocked it out. It was one of the best, because...
And you reading your own handwriting. I mean, you reading what you saying.
People love audio books, bro.
Right.
It's like
they
podcasting.
They love it. It's the same thing as podcasting.
Yeah, it's the same exact
Because it's like they could be in the car.
Like that.
They could be in the car and you just telling your story. And why wouldn't they want to hear the story from you?
All right.
I'm telling you, it's all that.
All right. So you recommend?
Yeah, you do your audio book.
No, you have to do. You have
to do both. I believe it's mandatory. I believe that's in your.
No, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
What? You don't have to.
It is in a sense mandatory to sell books now.
AI can do my voiceover.
No, you
don't want AI to do it, bro.
Nah, man. How you gonna suggest that shit, man? Get out of here.
He's Sonny drinking. Sonny ready to fall under the table.
So that's something that that experience was great for you.
Yeah, it was great, and it's gonna be great for you.
Okay, and the tour and everything.
The tour.
You came late. You came late. I was there before you.
No, because traffic, Miami traffic different.
No, you came late here too.
But we done it.
That was wild. You came late here.
Yeah, let me just tell you something.
And I want to say this.
Just so you know. The only reason why I lost, so this is what we have when we come here, is we bet on what you drinking. So I already knew you wasn't drinking. So I figured I'm gonna be sobered up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share that sober moment with you. But here's where I lost. I still bet that you would be on time. Even though you came to the book...
trap, they locked us in, the trap.
Even though you came to the book signing late, I said, I still bet on you.
And you did the laser shit. Where'd you do it, today?
Yeah, I was doing...
Okay, now it's time for the talk.
Now let's talk about the hair.
yes, I guess.
Let's talk about that, but that's on me.
No, I told my wife, I was like, I'm in, I'll do it.
Wait, because I seen it this morning. What exactly did you get?
So what happened is, all right, you got people...
So what happened?
This what happened. So it's two type of people out here. You got people like Wallo and you got people like N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E. say, I'm going to get a toupee and get it braided up like the YNs, right? That's a piece. He got a piece on his head. And then they spray it on the side with this. They sprayed it on the side with this. You cannot tell me that's not a sprayed mustache. If he drank something in a little water drip, that shit gonna come down his face. Like that shit gonna just drip. Like that shit, if you go outside, that shit gonna be like, now listen, so what happened is, it's called laser, right? Shout out to the Paul in Miami. What happened is, so when I was in the penitentiary, I was like 27. And I always shaved my head since I was like young, teenage. So I'm shaving. One day I didn't shave that much. And I'm like, hold up. Sunroof? A hard top turning into sunroof? I'm looking in the mirror like...
George Jefferson early?
Oh, it wasn't George yet.
Okay, it wasn't George.
It was a pregame. Yeah, it was a pregame.
Okay, all right.
So I'm like, oh, that shit getting light.
Okay, all right.
And I was like, damn, I got to get rid of this joint. So now, then when I got home, I got the whole George. It get nasty on the side. Like the whole, that shit get dark. It get dark. You know what I mean? It get dark. Like DMX, it get dark. So I'm like, damn. So I'm looking on the line. I'm like, I got to get this. So I tell Daz, I'm like, Daz, I got to find me a joint. So she like, all right, help me find it. So we found her. I came down to Miami. She like one of the best people to do it. And what they do is laser removal. Right. They just kill the follicles from growing. So now everything look clear and shit. You know what I mean? Like right now in this joint, I had to put...
It was one session?
No. You do a lot of sessions. About like, you do about like, what is it, 8 for 600? Like 8 sessions for 600. It's worth it because it clean all your hair up, but it shocks. You got to put numbing cream on it. That shit ain't no joke. Oof. You put numbing cream on it an hour before. Shake. But I'm telling you.
Like Novocaine? Like Novocaine?
Yeah, it'd be clean though. It'd be clean.
So your hair be like Novocaine?
Yeah. It's permanent. You just keep going touch-ups.
So he wants to do it on his back.
Oh, she'll do it on your back and you're in Miami. She can on your back.
Wait. What on the back?
She can take hair, whatever.
Oh yeah. Yo, this is Sonny's back here. It's crazy.
Sonny wants to go. Keep going.
So let's talk about Pure.
All right, before we talk about Pure.
One thing I'm very proud of y'all. Hold on. Let me stop you for a second, man, because I know we be playing around and all this, but one thing for sure, two things for certain. I seen the vision with Gil. I told him, yo, go out there and do this shit on your own. I felt like,
it's documented.
It's documented. He always said, but I'm so proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
because
you,
it's one thing of telling somebody, yo, listen, you got it. And then there's a whole other thing when a person says, I'm going to listen and I'm going to apply it. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I big up to Mav Hoffa, too. Like, Mav Hoffa came to me and I told him, I said, go. And Mav Hoffa listened to me so much. I was like, oh, shit. Like, if he fuck up, I'll be feeling like it's my fuck up, too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he actually...
Shout out to Mav.
Y'all actually listen, and like you said, you were saying earlier, you explained it. Y'all, like I was selling purple tops. Joe Buttons was selling orange tops. Yeah. That niggas came with yellow tops. Yeah. It was like no.
Yeah, everybody got their own thing.
Everybody had their own corner. Like no one was stepping on each other's toe. But let me get back to my point I'm trying to make. Is I seen Gil the other day. I think it was your garage. and he was showing your Porsche, showing your other car. I believe it was a Ferrari. I'm not sure. A Porsche and Porsches. Two of them, right? Two Porsches. Okay. And then he looks on the wall and he's showing all the logos. That's something that y'all been able to perfect. I really want to. So before we get into Pure, I wanted to get into the business models. Right. What y'all did to establish that?
No, you know what? One thing about me and Gil, we realized that everything don't last forever. Right. So once you get some paper, you got to flip paper. It's just like the street game. It's like, you remember back in the day when you seen a street hustler, he'd get that stuff, he'd get the corner store, he'd get the laundromat, he got the barbershop, he got the hair salon. Right. We didn't know nothing to go bigger business. We didn't understand that we could own a beverage. Mm-hmm. We didn't know that we could start a entertainment company. We didn't know that we could start our own boxing. Mm-hmm. Our boxing league. We didn't
Fire, by the way.
Yeah. So we didn't know that we could start our own wellness brand. Right. We didn't know that we could have Gillie Sports Network. We didn't know we didn't know we could have clothing line, airplanes, or hotels. Mm. We didn't know none of that. So our whole thing is like, when you see that big hat, now I get by a big hat, Gil own that. Right. He owned part of that company.
Oh,
so
wow.
Gil got Gillie Grows. Right. We
so he ain't just wearing that hat just to be
what?
Okay, right, okay.
Listen, listen,
that's genius.
Listen.
That makes
you remember what Hov say? I play for the team I own.
Yeah.
Yes. So at the end of the day, it's like you see people. We just trying to show people that you got to go out there, own it, man. Believe in it. Believe in your own stuff. We got to stop waiting for corporate America to invest in us. We got to invest in us, and then let them come on later and cash us out and say, all right, man. Come on.
Yep.
Well, let's make some noise for that, guys.
So that's what it's about.
Now, I got to bring up the time you completely duck wreck. We had the 100-mile challenge.
No, I was running around. I couldn't do nothing. I'm sorry. I was busy.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry. I did duck wreck. I'm gonna get back.
That's why I kept feeling me be busy at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie.
QDZ, the boss.
QDZ gave up on you. This is how I knew it was real. It was Philly against New York.
QDZ, my man.
It was QDZ. It was Philly against New York. And QDZ called me and was like,
I can't believe it. Let me see.
Keep posting when you travel. And I said, why? He said, because Wallo keep using that as an excuse. But I don't know if you know, Wallo. Listen, look. QDZ is a competitive motherfucker. You understand?
I know.
We have beef for 10 years, so when you jumped into that beef, he really depended on you. And we were smoking y'all every day, I can't lie.
Q-Man supposed to held it down for us.
No. He was battling 4 or 5 different people. You understand?
He supposed to held it down, and Q be running all just to run. He like you. He just be running to run.
But all right, so here, I want to get a commitment on you. We have a show called Healthy High.
All right, go ahead, Healthy High.
Healthy High, where I go out with celebrities. I just ran with Brandon Marshall. Yeah. I was telling him when we smoked, y'all. I'm sorry, you just got to be on my side.
He said I gave up on you. I didn't know.
No. Let me tell you the real deal. That guy keeps his Nike Run app on the entire day.
So he'll be cheating. He'll be cheating.
Yeah, he'll be cheating. Ask Los. Where's Los?
Where's Los at? Los. So he keep his Nike app on all day. So he.
Bro.
Damn, you be lying to the people. You exposed.
He be running. Yo, low. He be running. How you run 30 miles a day? Come on, bro.
Damn, N.O.R.E.
By the way, I love being the butt of the joke, but it's not the truth.
30 miles a day.
He's a liar, bro.
Yeah, he's lying.
30 miles a day.
Yeah.
You exposed.
All right, so hold on. Let's tell him the truth, QDZ. You called me on the side and said, you chucking Wallo. you said you chucking him off. Come on, tell the truth. You cut him off the team. Come on.
No, Wallo cut me off the team. He didn't want to be on the team. Serious. Now you bike riding.
Yo, now you bike riding with weird outfits on. Yeah. That's my bad.
The money is out of here.
But look. While I got you on the phone, I want a commitment for both of y'all. We got a show called Healthy High. You was in the beginning of it. I want to come to Philly. Pause. I want to pull up in Philly. And my dream is to run 3 miles, but not the 3 miles. Is to run them Rocky stairs.
Let's do
Rocky
it.
stairs.
Let's do it.
I gotta do the Rocky stairs.
Let's do it.
Yo, I gotta do the Rocky stairs.
We had a whole city out there, Q. Bring on the runners.
And I want to have the speakerphone, and all I just want to hear is
Sounds nothing like Rocky, but
it's the fucked up Rocky music.
I'm gonna call you, Q. This
Yes.
guy crazy.
Yes.
I'm gonna call you, brother. All right.
Yes. Now,
Joe, now you exposed.
yeah, no.
Got the app on all day. You got the app on now.
Actually, who we know who actually does that is Mr. Lee.
You got the app on.
Guilty of that.
got the app on.
I haven't seen you going like this with the phone. We see you like this.
And, no, I do that. While I'm working out. But Mr. Lee leaves this shit on all day. I don't know how to do that. You and Diego taught me how to do that. But was that something that you was doing in the yard? Was that something that kept you?
Yeah, running the yard and just
Right.
do calisthenics. Because a lot of times you got so much on your mind. You're trying to run it off. So you just it ain't nothing else to do. You're just in there doing time.
Right.
And that's like like the healthiest people is there.
Right.
Because it ain't like you eating. You gotta understand, you eating on the schedule. You eating early. You gotta understand, child is like 4 o'clock, about 5 o'clock.
Right.
So after dinner is a wrap. You might have stuff in your cell, but like the way the body is programmed, so your body is different. That's why everybody be sleek and lean in the joint.
All right.
I mean,
And no weights.
some jails got weights, some jails don't. They took them out.
Damn.
Because they was turning into weapons. So people thought, they said they was using them as weapons. So
All right.
You think you were ever institutionalized, like legitimately?
I think all of us are when you go to the joint, especially when you've been in jail in and out your life. You get normalized, and you normalize it where as though you don't even give a fuck about. Why you think you be having some homies that don't care if they get locked up. They just be wilding out.
But that's what I'm saying. It seems like you escaped that.
Yeah.
Later on in life, yeah.
I mean, other than sometimes I see you make meals sometime, and I be like, damn, that nigga is.
So I had some of the goodest meals in the joint, though. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, but I think what he's trying to say is, I'm talking about
the mind.
Mentality.
Your mind just never seemed like, you seem like you were one of those, like I remember reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, and Malcolm X saying that he would read certain books and he would be there. Like, I would read Donald Goins.
Yeah.
And everywhere
Donald Goins was a legend.
Yeah. Wherever Donald Goins read, my
felt as
mind
though you
was
was
actually
there. That's the thing about the book.
Yeah. So
like you had to project your mind outward
Outside
to not
you
be.
got to not be in jail.
Right.
That's all you could do.
Right.
Like, damn, because a book is like, that's one thing about book and reading is important, because a book can take you wherever they at. But the thing about it, all of our imaginations is different. So you might read a book and you might be in another city. He might read it be in another city and they ain't even talking about no city. He might be in New York City, but you picturing other things in your mind.
Right.
That's a good thing about reading.
Right. Now, this is a genius thing Kanye told me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if he told me this on the podcast, or he told me this in real life. He said that he visited a jail the other day, right? And he said when he visited the jail, all he saw was the run, like RZA, but the version that made a mistake.
Yeah, no, I think he did say it on the.
He said it on the podcast.
I think so.
So he said he was meeting. All he was meeting was the era of the version of Will Smith that made a mistake.
Yeah.
He was meeting RZA that made a mistake. He was meeting Dr. Dre's, and I was like, that shit is so like realistic.
You already know, because like just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about in New York City when everybody get in them greens,
right?
They mind elevate. When you get the calls, the kites back in the day, you're like, damn, read this book, bro. You know what I mean? Peace. Like everybody mind elevate. Right. You go from nigga to God in the penitentiary, in the mindset. And
pardon me for cutting you off. Like one dude that I never said his name, one of the smartest people I ever met in my whole life. His name was Sean Lawrence, and I met him in DFY facility, Harlem Valley facility. And what I'm saying, that's one of the smartest people I ever met in my whole life. I'm talking about I went on to do all this shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Because what happened is in the joint, you got people that's just like super sharp, man. Like, and then you gonna go in there, you running some OGs. People got libraries in these.
Right.
Yo, read this, son. Read this, nephew. Read this. But like you seen everybody that went up top. They be more on point. They get their health together. You know what I mean? They come back more mature. They come back the ones that really want to do something. And they take advantage of the opportunities when they come back. You see what I'm saying? So, jail is a place where you got a bunch of time. That's the only place in the world where you got all the time. When you get tired, you can rest. You can't do that in the free
Like it
world.
slows things down.
No, it ain't just it slows things down. What happened is they got more time than anybody in the world. That's why jail be preserving dudes. You see dude come out because they ain't got to deal with regular life. They ain't got to deal with responsibility.
Different stress.
Yeah,
Right.
out here, when you a man and you got to take care of your family, you can't go to sleep just to go to sleep. You got to go get it.
Right,
you can't just rest when you want. You won't get it like in a joint. You go down. It's a clockwork. You locking down at 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
Like it's a clockwork. You're getting up for going to work. It's a clockwork. So it's just different.
Because like I said, Kanye said that he saw these different versions of superstars that he knew, but that it was versions of them that took the wrong turn, right? But those versions or those people don't get that second chance. What made you have that second chance and say, you know what? Because I'm sure when you came home, like I don't think Gillie was the littest person in the world at that time. I'm sure it didn't like take off for you like immediately when you came home. What made you stick to it, and what made you like? Because a lot of people would have gave up if it didn't work immediately.
I wasn't going back to the joint. I was done.
Right.
I was done with that. I wasn't going back to the. I wasn't going back. I wasn't going. I couldn't go back.
Right.
I had too much.
Right.
I had too much. I had too much. I had too much. I had to deal with. So I couldn't go back. My whole thing was like, man. At the end of the day. Man, it's too much life out here,
right.
and I don't know how much time I got left on this planet, so I can't keep playing games and you know thinking that this shit is always going to be here for me. So I got to go out here this time because this might be my last shot. And a lot of times the way I look at life like you don't know what quarter, you don't know where you at in life. At 100% of your life, you don't know if you at the 75%.
Right.
You don't know if you at the last.
Tomorrow. You
don't even know.
Right.
So a lot of times you got to be on the tip. Like you really got to take advantage. I'm like I got to take advantage of the rest of this shit.
Right.
Because I don't know when I'm gonna be out of here.
Now, this is a famous clip of you being happy to speak to Pinky.
Oh yeah, Pinky was a legend. Yeah, she was on our
The
podcast.
porn star.
She was
But
on
she's
our
stripper
podcast.
too.
She is?
Yeah, she was on
I
our
don't know.
podcast early in the game. Pinky was everybody's girlfriend in prison. He had
Besides the last
Well,
track,
sort of say.
who is somebody that you got to meet since you came home and you was starstruck?
I wanted to meet my favorite artist in the world, Sanford. I met him. And then I wanted to meet Ice. I met Ice-T.
You got to tell us your beef with Premier, which I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Beef with Premier.
Oh, yeah. You know what my beef with Premier was? I ain't gonna front. It was petty, but it was a real beef. First of all,
Real beef for real?
yeah, that shit was beef. It was smoke with me and Premier. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I was beefing with Premier. I got over it because, first of all, Gil is not a hip hop boy. Gil was more basketball. I was more the hip hop. So I'm a hip hop historian and I know all this shit from back in the day. Gil don't give.
I've seen that.
And I
on
don't
the
care
pod.
about that shit, man. So I don't know what happened. I think I went to go DJ. I was a DM Premier or some shit. Oh, he DM Gil, and I looked at the page. I said, Premier, how the fuck you following Gil and ain't following me? This nigga don't know nothing about no fucking. Yeah, that's a beef. This nigga, I'll be holding Gangstar down. What the fuck is we doing?
Rest in peace, Guru.
Rest in peace to a legend. Oh, but it's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I was pissed about that shit. Like anytime I see somebody I'm like, what the fuck is you following him for? You don't know nothing about no fucking hip hop. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was cool, but we got over it.
I really wasn't ready. So let me ask you, have you never drank? Or
Never in my life.
You had a bad experience?
Never in my life.
Yeah, why?
That's crazy.
Because, you know what? I was seeing some of the homies get high smoking that butt naked and all that type of shit.
You hit the butt naked before?
I never hit no butt naked. I never smoked that shit.
Okay.
Gil got naked. One time I was somewhere and somebody...
Not for nothing that you crazy.
I was in the crib, right? I was in the crib and they called me, yo, man, come get your cousin. I said, damn, what's up? I go around the corner. This was the craziest shit in the world. Gil had them tighty whities on too, the regular draws, the back in the day joints. This is before dudes wear boxers. He had them joints on. He's sitting on the edge, you know, the corner. It's the edge, and it's like the sewer right there. He's sitting there with just his tighty whities on like this, looking straight, and his clothes was folded right next to him. His clothes and his sneakers on it.
The clothes that he had on?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm like,
Folded
yo.
neatly.
So they like, yo, get it. So the lady came and she threw like a blanket over him from across the street. I'm like, cuz, what's up? He like, who you? Who you? I'm like, come on, cuz, what's it? Don't touch me, don't touch. And he just got strong as shit out of nowhere. So I'm right there, and I'm trying to wrestle him, but listen, this was different strength.
Right.
So just imagine a dude with some tighty whities.
Right.
So we wrestling the street. If you're looking from down the street, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
You think it's a love triangle. So I'm wrestling him. I'm like, yo, he's strong. And it was like, it got crazy. The people came, they actually called the ambulance in the SPCA.
Right.
because they had to hit him with some shit to calm him down. Because you know that bombing fluid, that's like some next level. The PCP is some next level shit. So they got him. Once they apprehended him, they got him under control. They threw him in like one of the. They threw it because they
This
tried
was a
to throw
long
him.
time ago, right?
Yeah, they tried to throw him in the ambulance, so they had to throw him in the back of the SPCA joint. That's the dog police joint because they had a cage in there. He was strong as shit. They threw him in here in the neck. He in there. I'm like, yo, what the? He look like what's the dude? Iron Man. One of them dudes. What's the dude that got the joint that come up
with the Wolverine.
He was getting crazy. I'm like, damn, foaming at the mouth. And I said, I'm never going to do any drug a day in my life.
Because of that moment.
Yeah. And I think he had some hurricane up in him. He was drinking that hurricane at that time.
What's hurricane?
That's the 40 hurricane. 211 hurricane. All that shit like the same.
Oh, y'all Philly.
And that Silver Thunder.
Y'all different in Philly. We had the hurricane, right? Y'all
had a hurricane. You know,
y'all better have hurricane in Miami.
Well, hurricane was talking about that.
Hurricane. So he got the hurricane right now.
He had back in the day had a song called Hurricane.
Oh,
yeah, that shit had you going.
Okay.
Gil was tore up. He was wasted.
Wild.
Okay. And Philly was like the Scissor capital at one point. Who made it first?
There's a debate.
1992. They had the Serb in Philly.
And what you saying? That's before?
Oh yeah, way before they start talking about that. I know. I don't know. I don't want to debate about drugs, but I'm just saying, like in 1992, I knew they had it right, and it was bad because. All right.
Well, you said 92?
Yeah, like 92. I lost a lot of my OGs to that because what happened is the price of the syrup was so high. The pill, because you take the syrup with the pill, it was high. So a lot of them start going across the tracks and they start messing with the dope because the dope was cheaper. It gave you the same, it got that in it. And I seen a lot of my old heads get turned out, man. They never came back, man. From that, they start messing with that boogie.
What's that one block in Philly, man? You and Gillie, y'all posted, and it's just everybody is just.
Oh, that's Gil posted. That's down Kensington. That's where Skrilla from.
And what were they on?
K&A.
What are they on?
I don't know.
There was one dude. This dude.
That's the frozen shit, right? That's the frozen shit.
Yeah, he leaned like a pretzel, and I thought he was dead. And then it's like,
that's not the fentanyl shit.
Yeah, it's all that. A lot of times,
it's way worse.
A lot of times you still see a lot of that environment because that's where a young rapper named Skrilla from. He's hot. Okay. Check him out. He's from down there, and he just be in his environment, showing his environment, and it's like, yeah, it's serious, and it's sad because a lot of times you'll drive through there. It's a place that I don't like to drive through because you'll see a homie or you'll see a homie mom or one of your homeboy's brother or somebody uncle dad
on
out
that
there.
block. Yeah.
And it'd be that shit.
Yeah.
It'd be sad.
And it's not like you would talk to them or something like that. They're in a totally different zone.
They're in a totally different zone, but you don't even want to see them like that. See, me, I'm one of them people like this. I only want to see you, and I'm always going to remember you or how you is. So if I do go down there and I see you, I'm jumping out, and I got to give it to you. I got to just put some love on you, let you know who you is, because sometimes we just need a reminder. A lot of times we fall victim and we fall short based to, the journey of life. And a lot of people try to categorize us for that part of our life, and sometimes we just need a reminder of who we are. That no, you bigger than this, bro. You gonna come up out of this situation. Remember, you this. And I was like, when I grew up, a lot of dope fiends. I would be around a lot of dope fiends because in my neighborhood off of Germantown and Allegheny, it was a lot of, that was OGs, but they was giving up the most game. Like they might be 9 and square, they'd be like, Neff, don't do this or don't do it. But I used to listen to them all the time because they had the ism. And I think a lot of times, wherever you was smoking coke, wherever you was doing dope, whatever, I never looked down on you. I always understand you just going through a moment. Like it's a moment. Everybody had a moment.
So define them.
You know how some people do bits, some people wind up getting high and getting lost in the drug culture. But I always try to remind people you this. And I always, no matter if I see OG, whatever, I always reconnect with yesterday. Man, I remember when you gave it. And to cheer them up, even if they going through that moment, because it's just a moment, and that can't define you if you don't let it.
Right.
And you know what I want to do right now? I want to, I know I said this before, but I want to say it. I want to show love to the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Philadelphia has always been my #1 market. Being next to New York, it's probably only like an hour and a half drive. Cosmic Kev, that's why
Shout out Cosmic Kev.
Yeah, big up to Cosmic Kev like a motherfucker. Big up to QDZ. It came a little later, but from the Come Up show to, I forget everybody. I don't want to forget, but if it wasn't for Philly, Philly was the first market that I knew people liked me outside
In New York,
of
yeah.
New York, because we kind of included Jersey, like us, kind of included like Long Island, kind of included upstate, but Philly wasn't New York.
Yo, this dude just gave you props. And you know I call you a fake ass DJ, Kev.
Come on,
listen.
Come on, Cosmic Kev. What's going on, Cosmic Kev?
You fake ass DJ. Kev, listen, Kev, to me, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I always grind Kev up because he's a with the camera. Kev, you as a electronic DJ, you don't have vinyl. You don't cut. You don't.
Man, he come from vinyl, man. He come from vinyl.
I never seen Kev
He
cut.
come from vinyl, man.
I never seen you cut or none of that, Kev.
Hey, N.O.R.E, that nigga's a fucking head. N.O.R.E.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck I do.
Yo, Kev. Hold on, yes, I know. Let me just tell you something. This is what I was saying, man. I was telling on Wallo, I was like, yo, man, I wanted to take a time out to just give, love to the city of Philadelphia. That's always been my number one market. And you has always been my number one supporter. I will break the records through you. I owe you in Philly a major, because to tell you the truth, I was just telling him, and I'm going to reiterate what I said. If it wasn't for Philly, Philly was my first place that I got to recognize that, holy shit, I can be liked outside of New York, because New York was so big at that time. I didn't care. I didn't really even care if they liked me outside of. So I wanted to give you your flowers. We need to get you up here, Cosmic Kev, so you give your real flowers, because yes, in Philadelphia, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been broke in motherfucking Philadelphia. God damn it. Yes. I love
you fake ass DJ.
You shake that head off?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Word.
All right, you still a fake ass DJ to me, Kev. I'm on your top. I'ma holler at you, Kev.
And then here's what's crazy, because here's what we just reiterated us doing this when we did the Vibes Cartel. It's like you do Vibes Cartel, right? And that's Jamaica. You hold down Jamaica, but you don't realize that covers the Bahamas. You don't realize that covers Barbados. And so what I didn't realize was I got Philly. You know what came along with Philly? Delaware,
yeah. And then you got. Don't forget Camden.
Don't
forget Jersey.
I always Camden and Trenton. I always affiliated that to Jersey, but you're correct,
but
because
Camden
that's
right
more
there.
South Jersey,
and it's right across the bridge.
It's across.
Camden is major.
If it wasn't for the Trenton, Camden, Philly, the whole Philly. And I'll get to Pittsburgh, but Philly mainly. Philly was my main, because like I said, New Jersey was always counted as New York. Philly was my main market, so I really, and a lot of the great thoughts out there. Oh, God damn it.
You said what?
Thoughts, oh, God damn. Oh, yeah, Philly girl is loose, man. Let's make some noise for the old school Philly girl. Yes, oh, my God. They got some of the loosest girls in the world. I'm just being honest with you. I have never not scored in Philly. I'm a married man now.
Okay.
but
shout out to Philly, man.
Yeah, shout out to Philly, God.
Philly is historic, and Philly's historic in hip hop. There's a lot of debate.
A lot
of things might have started first in Philly.
That's deep.
When it comes to hip hop, there's a lot of debate.
That's something you gotta talk to Kev about, because he know a bunch of shit.
Okay.
But let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Not popular.
Okay.
Who the top 5 hottest rappers that ever come out of New York City?
I mean, that's for New York City to talk about.
Dylan.
Scary ass nigga.
Dylan. And both.
Dylan?
No, I don't like that.
Nah, I can't say that. New York City is too big for that.
Call me.
Who you calling?
Don't worry about him, bro.
I don't mind.
This guy's calling roulette over there.
I got a lot of people in my job, because I got to try to kiss somebody from New York. Hopefully this dude answer.
Okay.
Because I'm going to ask this dude. I don't know if he answer. Because you be playing, man.
No.
Who the top 5 hottest dudes ever come out of New York?
I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Why?
Because it's too much New York.
No,
it's too much. Yeah, we both, yes, and we love it.
That's crazy, man.
All right, but I'm let you go.
I need to get this boy on the phone.
Okay, who? Bless you.
He probably working.
Okay, I'm curious to who it is.
He got to be working.
Okay.
I got too many New York boys in my joint, man.
All right, so let me ask you.
Go ahead.
As an artist, what was your favorite city to perform at?
Nigga, I ain't never make it off.
I
ain't never make it out of just the studio.
No, really.
I did a couple joints. Listen, I ain't gonna front. My favorite city to perform in was Philly block parties because what happened was I ain't never make it past there.
Right.
Like I remember I tell you, listen, I remember I burnt Gil. I had him go to perform at this block party for free. I got a couple of hours for it.
Right.
I ain't telling him. I'm like, no, this is a promo run. This when we first do it because he ain't really know nothing about rap.
Right.
So he do the show. We all at the block party. You know, not the regular block parties like the joint when they block the street off. Like it's like every year they have a joint.
Right.
But I ain't never get nowhere in my rap career.
Right.
So you know, I ain't never make it. What was your favorite city?
Philly.
Philly had you that turned out?
Philly and Connecticut, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Philly, I never had a dead show in Philly. Like, again, it felt like my home that was away from my home. It felt like a big Brooklyn. You know, like, because it was like Brooklyn was off limits at that time. And it was like the whole city of Philly was just like off limits. It was just a rough city. And I didn't even have to make fully clean versions.
Dude, you know how many people I talk to and they always talking about, they always mention, a lot of people I talk to, they always mention like Philly was like their second home.
Yeah, especially a New York artist.
You know who else said that? Cam.
Yeah, I mean, me and Cam probably had the same audience, like pretty much.
He said, man, he said Philly was like, that was his place, like Philly. It was like, I talk to artists from all athletes, always, I love Philly.
Yeah. All type of shit.
They get trapped in Philly and never leave.
And you know what's crazy about Philly? Like, and this was early on. It was a religious city, but you could still get smoked. like it was like you could learn something. Like I could tell you, like, yo, and then say, yo, don't go down that street. You like, wait a minute, don't you like, you know?
Don't go there. But listen, man, I just gotta say this.
Yeah.
You gotta get that shit out your head, man.
Okay. Listen, you want to?
No, that joint looks so crazy.
You want to ask a girl to touch my shit?
No, that shit is not real. That's a toothpick.
Listen.
You know how they be getting the joints put on here? They braid it up, then they spray the sides and shit, and then line it up with the cardboard. You lining that shit up with this.
In Turkey.
Yeah, like this. Come on, man.
No, I'm dying to graze. But this is my real. You can't twist a red. Come on, not you. I don't want you to touch my shit. But if you actually, a girl,
This boy is crazy, man.
He's rewinding.
Let me just tell you something. This is real talk. As my hair was growing, right, I said, you know what? I seen the LA video, right?
Mm-hmm. My man.
So I said,
this ready to be 313 day. PZ just came here.
That's right.
Detroit, baby. Detroit in the building.
So I said to myself, yo, I'm gonna twist my shits up, but I be seeing you under my comments. So I said, Wallo is a hater.
Yo,
I said, Wallo gonna get me. Listen,
me and Gil hate boys right here. Like, you know what I was mad about? I was mad. I was like, hold up. All this time, I'm like, hold up, Kiss? Nigga, you ain't really bald and
yeah.
I said, let me find out.
Kiss been hating too. We call Kiss hating.
And then Prime time, I'm gonna come on this side. I said, Prime, you was bald, you had a bald head, what the fuck you do? He told
Prime grew his shit up?
Prime was like, I got somebody you can go see, they gonna hook you up too. I said, come on with this dumb shit, Prime.
We're low set. We're living on the low set. Listen. He my witness. We're at the doctor's office. The doctor gets me.
What doctor you went to, bro?
Because I had information in my knee. Yeah.
Like, no.
No, I had information in my knee, so I had to get my shit right. So the doctor is not a hair doctor.
Thank you.
No, it's liquid Vita, just so you know. Y'all can look it up. So the doctor, this is how I know my shit is fucking people up. The doctor's like, yo, boom, boom. So he gets me in the room by myself. And he's like, yo, just want you to know this is what I'm taking. He's showing me like the pills or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I realized he's trying to have a heart-to-heart.
Like a hair?
Yeah. He's trying to have a heart-to-heart. So I'm like, yo, Doc, chill.
Yes, can I tell him about that new podcast coming out, Doc Podcast?
Okay. So I had to go like this. I had to take this shit off.
Shit, he admitted it.
No, my hat. My hat. So I had to take my hat. The doctor not only went through my shit, but he had his assistant come in and go through the shit. I'm just letting you know.
Your hair?
Now when he said doctor,
to make sure I ain't got none of that.
Now when he said doctor, he said the pill hardcore. So listen.
Okay, what?
It's a new podcast coming out called The Giddings Report, right?
The Giddings?
The Giddings.
Giddings.
Dr. Giddings, right?
Okay.
He from Philadelphia, right? He don't say no names, but this dude bringing dudes back to life.
What the hair?
No.
What does this mean?
What? What the y'all? What the y'all?
Listen, this dude.
Niggas is out there getting y'all.
I was shocked. I was shocked because me and Gil went through the interview.
Y'all went and got a y'all.
No, we ain't do that. Gil did.
Okay,
Gil did.
Gil got a y'all.
Gil got his yeah. Well,
Don't call the doctor. Come on, chill.
Don't call the doctor. So we go to the doctor, right? Because Gil wife come to me. She like, they had a little rough pass because Hey Gil, tell him about. Listen, you remember when I took you to the doctor for your birthday? Huh?
To the dick doctor.
You remember when I saved your life, saved your marriage?
Get the fuck out of here.
He said it. I told you.
Yo, you got this?
They called me one day talking about, yo, cuz, I gotta take you somewhere. We pull up to a fucking chick down. My cousin Dick went out with me.
Oh my God.
And I saved his life because he was going through it. His wife told me like, yo, this ain't gonna work. She was like, I was like, what happened? Don't do that to cuz. She was ready to get a divorce.
Yo, I don't know.
Because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
He saved him. Well, Dr. Giddings. So Dr. Giddings, listen, he left. He went to Dr. I'm leaving now. I ain't talking to you right now. He went to Dr. Giddings' joint. Because Dr. Giddings, I can't let him get his shit off. So, because with Dr. Giddings, right, he got a joint called the Dr. Giddings Report, new podcast coming out. Dr. Giddings, he got like, I'm talking about from team owners, famous people, rappers, young kid. So Gil going there, he just come back out with like this backpack. He got the pump, he got the whole hookups. He said, man, changed his life. He been happy since.
Okay.
The boy Dr. Guinness. So you got doctors like that.
So let me just ask, because my friend Mr. Lee, my friend Sonny D, Boris, Drain.
Go to Dr. Giddings.
Wait. You didn't let me finish yet. Boris, Drain, and Eddie Giggs. They all. Listen. Hold up. You ain't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let our roster because he's still on the young nigga shit. But all of them nigga shit is busting blanks.
Oh, so
them niggas can't get nothing. They can't get nothing pregnant if they try. They can't get nothing pregnant if they
Sonny
try.
is the liquor, Sonny.
This nigga's 65 years old, still trying.
The liquor, Sonny.
This nigga's sperm is powder. This nigga's sperm is powder at this point.
He's like good.
It's like LeBron when LeBron start playing. It's like, hey, these old motherfuckers. Can Dr. Giggins help them out?
But at the end of the day, I want to give y'all props for.
Hold on. Can Dr. Giggins help these niggas?
Yeah, he probably can help everybody. The Guinness report is coming out soon, so he gonna get all the games. So
because your ovaries about to be over, Mr.
You ready to be done?
His ovaries. Goddamn. Yeah, I didn't know you were saying.
But I'm gonna say this though.
I'm
gonna say this.
Yeah.
I want to salute y'all, right, for creating an outlet and a platform for people to hear the stories that we never would have heard. On Drink Champs, we heard some shit, some funny shit, some sad shit, some game that we never would have heard if y'all didn't come up with the idea.
Right.
You know what I mean? Of just creating cause think about this shit. We never had the opportunity growing up to know anything. Only way you will see N.O.R.E is if you came to the town to do a show.
Right.
Or if you seen you on BET or something, but nobody there wasn't no social media. Now, everybody know everything about everybody live a little bit, but still the legends, you just didn't know how certain things happened, how certain beats came up, how studio sessions, how features came. Like you just didn't know. So it's like this platform is major for the culture.
Right. Thank you. Let's make some noise.
I think what y'all did is extraordinary. It's amazing.
Nah, and we appreciate y'all following the blueprint. You gonna get an OnlyFans?
For what?
Because I heard niggas is getting OnlyFans now.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm cool on that.
I heard like
cool.
barbers and all that. Yeah.
What, they cutting hair on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Why would I want to see them cutting hair on OnlyFans?
I don't know. It's weird shit. It's weird shit going on in this world.
Man, listen, I'm going to say this though, man. To each his own. They got to do their thing. I guess people is like, it's a lot of frustration going on in our community because one thing we gotta understand, and a lot of people don't understand this shit. The internet ain't for everybody. Everybody can't hustle on the internet.
Right.
And a lot of times we don't know that, so we get on there and we play ourselves.
Right.
And then you see a lot of frustration, because they might see you, they might see him, they might see Peasy, they might see whoever working a mojo on the net.
Right.
And they getting off.
Right.
So they be mad because they think they can do what you do because they think it's easy.
Right.
Like a person to look at Drink Champs and say, oh, I could just sit there, have some liquor, and talk about shit.
Mm-hmm.
They looking at the glory. They ain't looking at the story, the build up to this shit. The different places y'all was at. How the rooms got bigger. How the you know, they not looking at that. They ain't looking at where you started from. They ain't looking at. They don't look at when an artist be trying to figure this shit out. And I think social media destroyed this because nobody know how to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go after my God-given talent. And you might be a hell of a mechanic and can run a bag up off of that, but you'll abandon your true talent in order to chase this internet shit, and this internet shit ain't for everybody.
Right.
It's a delicate, it's a different type of hustle.
Absolutely.
But everybody think they can just go in there like, oh, I'm gonna go in here, it's gonna pop, I'm gonna do one moment, I'm gonna go viral when it's gonna happen. That shit, everybody go viral, they don't stay here because they ain't got nothing to land on, and ain't no body of work there. But when you working, it's different. So, you know, for y'all to do what y'all do for everybody and still be here, it's legendary.
And we controlling the culture.
Yes.
Us, we control.
Yes.
I mean, we made it to the fact that, God bless me, because I might sound like a dinosaur, but back in the days, they used to have something called a rollout.
Yes.
And that rollout would consist of the 14 hottest markets for that artist to do it. And we've changed it along with the pioneers that we named earlier. We've changed it so now the record labels, they have to come see us.
Yep. Yes,
now,
they do.
we don't charge. I don't charge nobody to come on here. Like, you have to earn this.
Yeah.
But the fact is,
and we don't pay.
And we don't pay. We don't pay.
You ain't supposed to pay.
But the fact is, like, you know, I got my young interns who used to be interns back then. Now they're the big homies, and I come hang out with them and eat ZZs, and they be like, "Yo, look, this is the marketing meeting. They don't know that you're my homeboy, but their first thing wants to be drink champs. Their second thing wants to be $1 million worth of game. They
No, it can't do that. It can't
like, no, what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we're a part of their marketing plan now. As opposed to podcast wasn't even on that list.
It was not on their radar.
It's the only rollout now.
And listen, let's all pat ourselves on the back. Because that's us. We made it. You know, and let me big up to my brother Nas, because he did something.
Okay.
That I didn't realize until it was years later. Nas did one interview when he dropped his shit, and it was with us.
That's all you need now.
And
that's true. And
let me tell you what Nas proved with that. Every other outlet picked us up. I don't know why I keep doing this. You got me hyped. I feel like you right now. So like every other outlet picked it up. So it let you know that, look, this is what Nas did for us.
It's true.
And for the game, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the interview for Just Drink Champs. But here's what the genius part of that was. Every other outlet from CBS to NBC to World Star to Rap Radar to whatever, either stole a clip or borrowed a clip or picked it up. So with that being said, he still did every media outlet.
Yeah.
No,
but he did it through us. He empowered us.
And literally through us. And through hip hop culture.
I didn't realize that Jay did that for Rap Radar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that. Like,
no, it's crazy because some people do it without knowing, because, like, even with us, we didn't have the one, it was Dirk do us, Thug do us, King Born. Certain people just do us, and that's great. That we held that spot, and I'm thankful for them because they ain't got to do that.
That's beautiful.
Because when you do a great interview, you only need to go to one spot. And I don't care which way you go. Like I always tell the young boys, go where you feel as though it's compatible to your audience is what's going to happen for you. But it's in a different time where you don't have to do this big rollout run around. You go to one joint, everybody going to clip it anyway.
Yeah, you don't have to
clip
run around.
Right,
they going to clip their part, say cheese. Everybody going to clip it and go their way because there's so many different outlets now.
Right.
But, it's a blessing when you got people that can do shit like that for you.
But before I say what people don't do, let me big up somebody real quick. Vibes Cartel.
Shout out to Vibes.
Probably promoted the best ever
He's the
on
epitome
this show
of a guest.
And what I'm trying to so here's my question. Like vibes, like we didn't even I don't know if the team was sending him clips.
He was doing it on his own.
He was doing it on his own?
On his own. On
Listen
his
to
own.
me. So his interview skyrocketed. It went through the roof. But then you got artists.
They won't post.
They won't motherfucking post.
No, you know what? And I don't blame them because you got to understand.
No. I blame them. So let me ask you. Let me. Because you know why? I'm from both sides.
All right, go ahead.
I'm from both sides.
You're the artist.
And as an artist, because you know why? And I'm gonna be cocky for you. Some of these artists you don't even need.
You don't.
And then you come on my motherfucking platform and then you don't promote it. That shit hurts me. But here's what's crazy about me. And I'm gonna be honest. I went to Elliott Wilson. This is before Drink Champs was Drink Champs. Mm-hmm. Elliott Wilson was annoying. He hit me every hour on the hour and said, keep posting. We're going to be number one. Keep posting, we're going to be number one. So when I started Drink Champs, I thought of me being Elliott Wilson.
Yeah.
And asking people to do that. No, Elliott, I'm not trying to diss you. I'm just being, this is real talk. So I've never asked the artist to post. Not once. To me, it's a mutual respect. You come on my platform.
You supposed to.
You supposed. Have you ever had experiences with that?
I realize in my field, sometimes we deal with people that's more younger, and they take their Instagram pages and they treat them like they don't understand Instagram is strictly for marketing.
Right.
They want their page. Some people want their pages to be pretty. I only put this up. Listen.
They take their likes off.
Listen. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
If you look at my page,
I know the game. You take your likes off.
If you look at my page,
you wasn't doing good, huh?
If you look at my page,
I get it.
The purpose of an Instagram or social media page is a journal to show your story to your glory.
Right.
On my page, the shit that I was posting, the stuff that I was posting in that prison cell is still on there. I never took nothing down because I need you to see my journey. I need you to see me in nanny crib. I need you to see me running around. I need you to see it so you can say, oh, this shit ain't happened overnight. A lot of people just say, let me take all that shit down, just let me get this perfect life. I'm gonna have 5 pictures up here with just the highest views on it and just live off that.
Right.
No, bro, people need to see the real story. But I realize that a lot of people, they take their pages so personal. They don't want to post and repost. But then you got people that will. I done had a lot of people that do repost it because, you know and I know, we didn't help a lot of people get number one.
Yeah.
Because that week when they come in and we going, because one thing about me and Gil, we different than everybody. We running that shit all day. We gonna go hard on your shit. We just keep going. We got so many pages. We gonna keep going, pumping it for you because we want you to win.
Yeah, of course.
Because we showing the power of the platform. But
I agree with you.
I understand you got a right to feel that way. But some people just
I mean, to tell you the truth, like the beautiful part about, I'm about to say us, but I'm going to say all of us, is we have our own audience. So sometimes it is about the artist that's present, but sometimes it's about how we just interact and have a conversation.
We just having a convo.
So I just feel like I have never asked, like I said, I've never asked the artist to do it, but I feel like it's a mutual respect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go to Angie Martinez's show and then just listen to her on the radio. I'm going to be like, yo, you know what? Check me out. I'm going to be on The Voice of New York at 3 o'clock. But then there's certain people who just, like, we don't do the promo runs.
Yeah.
I can't stand the nigga on promo run.
We the same way.
Keep your ass at the radio.
No, we the same way.
I'm smoking marijuana, drinking Habiki. This ain't no motherfucking radio.
We've done it, and it's never
works out for us.
Never works out.
Especially, see, the problem with me, and I mean, it's got to be the problem with y'all too, because y'all suffer from this, is we have these relationships.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they'll try to hit me direct. And I'll be like, oh, and I'll, try not to do it because I know that
it's going to get lost.
It's going to get lost in all these other interviews. Yeah. And certain people will listen, and then certain people will be like, nah, I'm me. And it's like, nah, dog. Like,
you're not.
Like it's not really no one special when you think about we're all selling dog food.
Yeah.
In Costco's. So it's about who fucking
and it's flying.
Just think about how much different dog brands there is. I don't know why I thought
that's
of dog
a good
food.
analogy.
You know what I mean? But in fucking Costco's, unless that guy greeting you in the front says, look, kibbles and bits is over here, everyone else is just normal dog food.
But we
I killed that. That was the analogy. That was good.
That was a great analogy.
I felt good about that. I feel good about my bag. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. But no, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You had something that's gonna come and something that ain't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you've been hating on my rewind time.
No, rewind time.
Do you want me to rewind your time? Do you want you do?
No, my shit gone.
Okay, it's gone.
But I will say this though.
Okay. Well, I look like I belong on a soap opera. Come on, man. You've been hating. You've been hating. You've been hating.
Wait, is that the official box?
That's Sonny. Is this the official box?
No, it's not, bro.
No, this is the.
You look green.
Oh, this is not official. This is the Photoshop joint. Yeah,
I will say this shit look like. If it start raining, you gonna be like, that shit gonna start dripping. That shit gonna drip in your eye, burn your eye.
Yeah, you ain't see me in the pool and all that.
Man,
I'm in Dominican Republic.
Survives the pool?
No. Rewind is just the paint. But this is my real hair.
I told you that's
this is my real hair. This is my real hair.
I'm trying to come out with fast forward time.
Fast forward time? You're gonna.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna end it with this, man. Let me just tell you something. I was watching y'all. You know, y'all made it to that level. Started getting money, getting that bread. Your watch selection is very good.
Thank you.
Cause you could have fucked up.
No, you.
No, it's about you. You could have fucked up. You could have went and got a bus now. Now I'm seeing you with the GMT Jubilee. Is that the GMT Jubilee? Ooh, okay.
That's one of them.
Okay, that's a new one too.
Yes.
Okay.
All planes. I don't do no busing. All classy shit.
You could have did. You know.
All listen.
Okay. Okay. So let's ask. How did you get into watches?
Just being in jail, looking in the magazines and wanting the next level, and I just understood the value of it. I said, okay, you got to have a certain taste. And I said, I only wanted the good stuff. And I see your watch collection is serious.
Okay, but let's talk about yours. Right now, I seen you with we got the Prezi. You got the Prezi date, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay,
that's
you got, is that a GMT? What is that called?
Yes.
That's a GMT, correct?
Yes.
All right, and then what else you got?
John Mayer.
You got the John Mayer, that's right, with the green face.
John Mayer.
Daytona, yes.
Ice blue platinum.
Ice blue platinum, not with the Arabic dial.
Daytona with the flooded Rolex diamonds in the inside.
Daytona, what color?
Platinum Daytona.
Keep going.
I got the lefty. The lefty.
He made it.
The lefty.
He made it. All right, cool. I got a watch show. You just made it.
I got so many.
On the watch
I forget. I be forgetting.
Yes.
I just be forgetting.
Well, and
that's another story. You know what I mean?
So you're a car collector as well.
Yeah. I love the Porsches. They different level. Porsches are different. I used to like the Lamb, but the Lamb got too. They was too all over the place.
All right.
You're not going. The GT3. That's like the. Yeah, it was different over here type joint.
See, I'm a nigga that like American cars. I was going to get.
No, you didn't. You
I was going to get a Corvette, and everybody told they almost.
No, you be having that shit. Stop it.
No. I'm saying like I can't get it. I'm asking you as
you
a
get
car
whatever
collector.
you want. One of my favorite cars is my pickup truck.
Really?
GMC Denali pickup truck.
So I could get the Dukes of Hazzard truck.
You get whatever you want. Gil only got American old schools.
Truck.
That's all Gil got.
Dukes of Hazzard coupe. You know what I'm talking about?
Listen, that's all
the
Gil
Dukes of
got.
Hazzard. Yeah.
That's all Gil got. The Corvette. He got all American muscle. He got all old schools, all American cars.
So you know somewhere I can get the Dukes of Hazzard, John?
Gil do.
I want the Dukes of Hazzard and I want the Corvette, the 77 Corvette.
Gil know all that. Gil shit is stupid.
Right.
He got all that stuff.
All right, man. Well, Wallo, man, I can't thank you enough, man. I want you to continue to do your thing, man. I want you to continue to be a positive, role model to the young folks out there, to everyone out there
all
that's
of us.
following you.
Thank you,
know
bro.
what I mean? We appreciate that. We appreciate your struggle. We appreciate what you've been through. We appreciate you not being bitter. There's so many people that could have took that route. So many people could have took, not the way that you took. You're a very positive person. Everybody, I know that, we're here and we do this for a living, but when we said that you was coming, everybody wanted to come and get the opportunity to have a picture with you and to tell you how dope it is and continue your success, your book, your energy drink, because I drink this when I drink this, but I'll drink that afterwards. Yeah. Okay, but as you're going around, man, we appreciate you. Continue to do your thing, man. One love.
Take a picture.